¿Qué tal, amigos? Sus compas,
los Calentanos Podcast.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, otro episodio, claro que sí, saludcita de la buena para todos los que están viéndonos en esta linda tarde, claro que sí, otro episodio de sus amigos de los Calentanos Podcast, y me dan saludazos para ahí para la gente que nos sigue siguiendo en las redes sociales, claro que sí, su compa Celso en esta linda tarde. Hoy estoy con mi compa.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Mi nombre es Misael. Mando saludos para toda la gente que los escucha en sus casitas, en sus teléfonos.
Y mi compa,
What's up, Luis?
Tino Figueroa. Por ahí saludos para toda la gente por ahí en las redes sociales que se está agregando día con día más ahí por Facebook, TikTok. That's where we see kind of the most activity. Por ahí los invitamos que se agreguen y nos sigan ahí por Spotify and Instagram. Add us. Por ahí we're trying to expand a little more on social media ahí con el TikTok y el Instagram y Facebook. So ahí a toda la gente que nos regale sus likes, por ahí regálenos también por ahí el subscription ahí por las otras plataformas. Por ahí saludos a la gente de Michoacán, a la gente de Zacatecas, a la gente de Durango, compadre, por ahí que nos estamos expandiendo un poquito más y más y más, compadre. Por ahí también saludos que we're on a roll, bro. We got a couple episodes already yeah, bro, ya me regañó mi mujer, como le digo ya. Segundo episodio dice, ya, ¿qué?
pero, hey, you should be good because you just got it from back from a trip, ¿no?
Como quiera, bro.
You went to Wisconsin Dells, ¿no?
I went to Wisconsin Dells where I was going to say where you could be a kid, but that's Chuck E. Cheese, right?
No, that was Kittyland, wasn't it?
That was Kittyland, bro. Hey, don't fuck with that, bro.
I went to Kittyland, bro. I got the Milky Way.
What's there now? Costco or Sam's Club?
It's Costco.
Costco. Fuck you, Costco.
These kids don't know about that, bro.
These are youngins, ¿no?
Yeah, no. Apenas saben de la fiesta del sol.
Bueno, señoras y señores, como les digo, pues gracias ahí para todos los seguidores que se siguen agregando a nuestras redes sociales.
Todos los seguidores que siguen siguiendo.
Sí.
A la verga.
Esta tarde tenemos a unos compas que, como dijimos, estamos tratando de expandir lo que viene siendo the Calentanos scene. We're trying to go over pues
north of the country, bro.
Ándale.
North, para el norte.
Tratando de expandir.
¿Son de Monterrey la gente aquí?
Hay de Monterrey, hay de todo.
De Durango.
Estos son honestamente una chulada de personas. Son del grupo donde yo toco. Ellos son los compas de ¿quién?
La Deriva.
No.
¿Qué pasó, bro?
No les quiero vino Piggy today, man.
Es que no les dio de comer, bro.
Es que Shorty está todo ahí tímido because dice, nah, this podcast ain't worth these hours already and another podcast más chingón.
You left them speechless, bro.
Yeah.
Bueno, por ahí, como les estaba diciendo mi compa Celso en este episodio, we want to expand a little more. Y por aquí, el amigazo Celso, por ahí se trajo sus compañeros ahí del grupo La Deriva, compadre, por ahí. Gracias por llegar aquí al podcast de los Calentanos. Por aquí, gracias por brindarnos este episodio. Por aquí, join us. And also, man, there's a lot of beer and a lot of liquor.
There is a lot.
And I'm sure there's a lot of heavy drugs going to be done tonight, bro.
Encima del espejo está la bolsa de perico, ya saben.
I saw a big ass bag.
Ahorita voy.
Por ahí saludos, muchachos, por ahí. Gracias por venir.
Preséntese por aquí.
Preséntese, chavos. ¿Qué tenemos por aquí?
You want to start shorty or what?
Shorty.
Meros.
De este lado soy yo, el mero acordeonista de Grupo La Deriva, Francisco Mejía, alias El Paco.
El gallo de oro.
El gallo de oro.
José Miguel Mejía Jr., bajista, representante de La Deriva,
Alias.
a.k.a. Junebug, Junes.
Es el Jumbo.
¿Para quién trabaja?
¿Allá qué tenemos?
¿Quién te mandó?
Saúl Eduardo Amaya, bajo quinto.
Bajo quinto. ¿Y usted?
José Eduardo Ramírez Díaz.
Sí, I didn't even know that was your name, dude. I'll be honest.
Bro.
Saxofonista.
That shit was funny because this weekend Balazo was saying your name like that, and I was like, "Is that really your name?" It's like, "The fuck, everybody has a name." I'm like, "Dude, you look like a shorty."
¿Y usted cómo se llama, primo?
Yo me llamo Celso.
¿Celso qué?
Segunda voz de Grupo de...
Segunda voz y animador de Grupo La Deriva.
Y animador.
No, don't let my compadre hear that shit because luego me va a echar carrilla el güey.
Mucho compadre.
Con Giovanni.
Oh, I thought you call your sección ahí.
Mi compa Celso también es percusiones. Si no lo sabían,
El
Es
DX7.
conguero.
Es conguero.
Yo no sabía, neta, bro.
Trae el pinche...
Trae el DX7.
El DX7.
Yeah, that link that I sent you guys of the potpourri, that was the first time I'd actually ever seen you do the percussions.
Yeah.
I had to
Oh,
look
yeah.
at it
Do you still have
times.
them?
I was like,
No, I sold them.
Ya lo
"Celso,
tenía.
that's Celso."
They're in Pilsen right now.
Why are they
Oh, you-
they got stolen?
Oh,
or
they
what?
stole it. Well, yeah, I was gonna say.
Las
Nah, I
llevaste.
sold them to.
You pawned them?
Panda, güey.
Nah, I sold them to these guys.
18 National, por ahí.
Los de. Ese cierreño de sound guy. Nando.
Oh, Nico.
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 Yeah.
Los Nicos.
Yeah,
Oh, los Nicos, yeah.
Yeah, parece la mi compa Nico por ahí. Hey, thanks for
Nicandro?
joining us ahí, following us on social media.
Yes.
Big follower on TikTok por ahí.
Yeah,
Facebook por ahí sale mi compa Nico. He's a badass sound engineer, bro. So if you ever need a
yes.
sonido, hit him up.
Festivales and
Hit
everything.
Festival de todo.
Yeah.
He used to put the sonido for us in Ambiento, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for like about a year or more.
He did it first for a while. Y ya después he started going to bigger things. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
he started doing the whole fucking
Festivals.
festivals,
things.
jaripeos.
Pilsen y todo.
Yeah, bro.
Pilsen
Yeah.
ese evento.
Yeah, so muchachos, so La Deriva, how long does La Deriva have existing, bro? Veo que es un proyecto no tan viejo,
Pero no tan nuevo.
pero no tan nuevo.
Pero
Así que y han tenido sus ups and downs, los vemos en todos los escenarios en toda la ciudad y los alrededores por ahí. So how long has La Deriva has been out for?
Shorty, when did we go recruit you? Like October, November of 19?
Of 2019, right before COVID hit, bro.
You guys slid in his
We were
DMs and
COVID
shit?
babies.
Well, we went to go pitch the idea to his cousin.
So he wasn't the
and
first
Willie.
choice.
No, well, the thing was, before we got all the singers, we went to go meet up with his cousin Willie and Gil.
And that's one.
And Shorty came and tuned in, and he just hopped into the seminar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even supposed to be there, bro.
He wasn't
I got
supposed to be
invite.
there, but
So, but you guys had like your eye on another saxophone, or what was going
no.
on?
Well, his it's tu primo, no Gil, or family.
Yeah, almost we're distant cousins, but we're cousins.
So we were gonna recruit Gil,
Okay.
and well, Shorty was there, so he tuned in, and
He's like,
we
"Fuck."
pitched him the idea too. And the original cuadra íbamos a hacer yo, Paco, Shorty, Gil, Willie, and Kike Avitia, engineer the
Los cabros.
K-Bros, yeah.
Oh, shit. For real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, yeah.
There's a lot of engineers nowadays, right? Like I feel like everybody has an engineer. Do you guys have an engineer?
Yes.
Right here.
Right there.
Okay. No, because we just had a couple of my guys from, we call it Grupo 75. It's like a chat group.
Okay.
And mi compa Rafa is there from de los norteños con sax.
Yeah.
And he says they just got their ingeniero. So that's what I was just asking. I noticed that a lot of norteño grupos carry their own engineers, just like Héroes. Now, what you
Yeah.
guys, you do it. Like them. And I think a couple other guys have, like Sangre has their own stuff,
Yeah, well, honestly, like the norteño sax, I feel like
Se requiere.
se requiere, you have to care about your sound because that's
you
what
guys-
makes you distinguished from all the other
You guys
groups.
carry like a whole rack, kind of like Sangre? Or is it
We
just-
don't carry it to bailes, but like to our privadas or even to like other privadas where they already have their stuff there. Sometimes we bring our
You
own
ask
stuff.
for it?
Yeah.
All right, no, that's badass, man.
¿Y cómo surge la idea del grupo? Like, who said, hey, let's make a band or what?
Or
You
what-
should know, motherfucker, because
Hey,
you
I'm
was 30.
interviewing Jumbag over here.
Also,
Let me mic this guy's, let me
He
mute
started
it.
asking questions. He already knows the
Yeah,
answers.
you
to
already
this
know
shit.
the answer.
I want to see what they say. I want to see what they say.
what agrupación
for the
you
audience,
guys
dude, we're
belong
in a
to
fucking
before?
podcast,
Like,
dude.
or also, man, send a shout out to the members that didn't make it to the podcast. I don't know why, but I don't know if Primo didn't send that global text.
Yeah, maybe something level touch.
No, es que tuvieron unos pequeños inconvenientes ahí, mi compa Luis.
They're home like when they're watching this, they're gonna be at home like Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at TV like, what the fuck?
Y compa Fabian también,
Yeah,
que no
I
pudo venir.
don't think he can make it.
Yeah.
Pues, I don't know if you guys all know, but we all live like an hour away from each other, an hour and 15, an hour and 20 from each other. So,
It's
That's
a
the fun
perfect
part.
circle. It's like a perfect rate.
yeah.
So where do you guys used to play at? Starting with Paco.
So, I used to play a different género con la
Besides Girls'
bandeña.
Hearts,
Oh, you played in La Bandeña?
Yeah, con el compa Elvi. Un shout out to el compa Elvi.
Like one of the last versions of it?
The last version before Max. Max was the accordion player
okay,
after
okay.
me.
Okay.
But yeah, so...
You were chaca as fuck, así bien pinche bélico.
No, la neta, era la primera vez que iba a tocar ese género, bro. Antes tocábamos con...
Puros corridos
con
antes
nuestro
y la
paps.
verga. Okay.
Y antes de la bandeña tocaban otro grupo con... It was with Frankie and Jose from Secta.
Because they live by you guys too, right?
Yeah,
Jose Madero?
Jose Madera used to live right there in Elgin. I don't know where he lives now.
In
but-
Bowling
He
I
left
know-
me in red one time.
Mi compa Woody.
But yeah, shout out to those guys too from Secta. Para el compa Frankie, para el compa Jose. But yeah, I was playing with Edvi and La Bandeña. And then I was kind of just done with music, bro, to be honest.
¿Se casó o qué pedo?
That's the usual story.
To be
Everybody's
honest,
done.
bro,
You get tired?
como que...
You
no
get
es
to-
que-
you
no
get
es que
to
no
a
me
point,
gustaba,
right?
no es que no me gustaba, bro, pero como que no era mi género, ¿sí me entiendes? Porque antes tocaba así norteño como estilo Ramón Ayala. that kind
Okay,
of
así
stuff.
clásico.
Yeah.
How long you been playing?
I've been playing since I was, sheesh. I started playing drums when I was like 4 years old, bro.
Hey, why did everybody start
damn.
playing out drums, compa?
Se me hace
Right?
que sin
Without
faltar
the-
respeto, viejo. Se me hace que es lo más fácil.
You think so? I
Yeah.
suck at drums, bro. So I mean, I
As
guess I can play cumbias. That's all I can do and shit.
The party boy song.
That's all. That's all. Ya no paso. But I feel like we just had a couple people and they're like, oh, we started as drummers.
Actually, Carlos from our last pod dijo que he started as a drummer también.
Here's a funny story, bro. When I was a kid, I was in grammar school, and I was the kid that played the snares when you go with the flag.
Oh, when they used to do the assembly, no?
Without no fucking knowing how to play anything.
What the fuck?
I was I'm like, oh, I could do that, and they're like, well, you gotta be okay, fuck it. And I did it for like a couple of years,
Cuando lleva la música ya la llevas ya.
but I never played drums again. I never played a snare or anything. So, but I used it para salirme de la clase temprano. La verdad.
So de ahí, primito.
So yeah, after I played drums till like I was, I think, 12 years old with my dad. I didn't actually start playing with the group until I was like 9 or 10 years old.
Shit.
Then I played till I was like 12 or 13, and then I picked up on the sax because I played sax in school.
Okay.
And then
What band was that? Where your dad in?
se llaman Los Brillantes del Norte.
I remember them.
Shout out to them because they all my uncles and my pops.
And they still play?
Yeah, they still play to this day, bro. I think they've been playing longer than you were born.
Do you guys ever have a versus?
Nah,
That'd be badass though, man.
we would never want to do one like that. Mejor jam out with them. Yeah. But so yeah, then I started playing sax, and Junes hopped on the drums.
How old were you, June?
I was already like maybe my first year of college or like my senior year.
Oh, so you were a late bloomer.
Well, I used to play like teclados and
Okay.
stuff.
In the Duranguense days or what?
Yeah, my cousin Chato. He's the one that got me
Chato.
going.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would play tuba, charcheta, you know. I did that first, and I started learning on the side.
Party foul.
Ya no le
pasa,
den.
güey?
Ya no le den. Ya no
Is
le
that,
den.
is that right? He got a screen protector.
Ya no le den.
I do. Yeah.
It's waterproof.
It's water resistant, primo.
It is.
It's a 10. He's fine. He's fine.
My bad.
He bought the Apple Care. What is that?
I did.
Yeah, come on.
He got the coverage.
So, well,
My bad.
No, you're
Excuse
good.
my drunk friend.
No, you're good. So I started playing teclado and then learned how to play bass and quinto on the side. And I was pretty much just on the sidelines. Whatever my pops needed me to go cover my uncles, I would go help them out. But I was never really in a band until
So you weren't permanent with your pops?
until they needed a drummer.
Uh-huh.
And de un fin de semana a otro, he's just like, damn. Like,
You're in.
The
Let's go.
drummer's going to
Vámonos.
retire.
Yeah.
He's just like, we need a drummer. I'm like, I think I can learn. And then Simple just kept the beat, you know? Just
Yeah.
marcar el tiempo until I started getting a little bit better. I never really got great or anything, but
Right.
you
So
know, I
just
could
keep
keep-
yourself steady just
Yeah.
para sacar el compromiso, pues.
sí. And what better way than with your pops and my brother, you know?
Yeah. You guys played for a long time con tu pops?
Yeah.
I played with my pops for about 10 years, bro.
Oh,
you guys
shit.
used to get paid or no?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you see that fucking room and you see the light and the comida, that's your pay, boy. You go play.
No, la neta.
You get paid?
Mi jefe siempre fue justo con nosotros. Nunca dijo, no, estos tienen 10 años, 12
Les
años.
compré el Nintendo.
Sí,
Como quieran.
nunca dijo, no, ahí les van 20 pesos. Siempre nos pagó parejos a todos.
So they were-
¿Cuánto era más o menos nomás para...?
Bro, back in the day, no te voy a mentir, pues, the scale antes era menos.
No, pues sí.
Pero,
250.
pero no, bro, sí me pagaban como... I think my dad used to charge, bro, like $200 an hour for
Yeah, 'cause
4
I'm-
people, bro.
Because I remember Nacielos
That's
was
not
like,
bad.
like
So,
500.
and we would
50,
each take like
50
$50,
Yeah,
bro.
$50.
That's a lot back then, bro.
Yeah,
That's a
back
fucking
then.
lot.
And I'm talking about, bro, I was only like 10 years old, you know what I mean?
He was balling, bro. He had the newest Nintendo and everything.
Bro, la neta, todo lo que me ganaba, me lo gastaba en video
Yeah.
games, chucherías.
Fucking
Yeah.
Nintendo 64 all the way, bro.
Yeah.
That was the shit back in those days.
Well, there was a weekend, I think, where they played like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and by the next weekend, he had his brand new 360. Like, he fully sponsored it.
And then he
Just
got
on
the red rings of
tocadas.
death and shit.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man. You
June's
playing
happy as fuck.
you're playing NFL Fever and animal
We
fucking
got a
dies and
360.
you're like, what the fuck, man? Man, that's fucking crazy. So when you guys play, you guys were playing like from Friday to Tuesday. Where were you guys playing at that age? Because we had a couple of invitados that they were like, man, we were at fucking bars, people fighting, and we were fucking playing and shit.
Bro,
you know?
like I said, my pops has been playing for a really long time. I'm talking about maybe 35 years plus. So, más bien su clientela de él ya es como puras privadas, bro. Casi siempre son privadas como de 4 o 5 horas.
Anyway, back to my boys over here.
My bad, bro.
Hey, so how do you start playing accordion then? Because you were playing drums, you said, right?
So yeah, I was playing drums and then I hopped on the sax because I played sax in high school. Pero con mi pops era un grupo norteño y le estaba diciendo a mi compa Peter what was it, Saturday we played with, or after Brigada. I was telling Peter, bro, I never ever when I played the sax could project a norteño sound. So I kind of just gave up on it.
How would you guys describe that? Too short, I made the question in general. Because I hear you guys talk about that a lot. Oh, you know, this guy has a good touch. That guy, to me, it sounds the same. I'm like, oh, I would think a singer. I'm like, oh, yes, he can.
For me, a unique saxophone player is el de los Pumas, right? That's pretty much a good sax player.
Anda muy mal, viejo. Anda muy mal.
What would you guys consider that a good sax player que tiene el touch ese norteño?
The football?
Bemu.
No, los Pumas del norte.
Keith.
You never heard?
Bemu and Keith.
Him Keith?
The guy from Releros, the original guy, Bemo.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to sound
The
dumb.
older señor?
Bro, so
Well, that's what everyone tries to copy.
The guy from los Huracanes, bro.
Everybody looks up to him, bro. El Bemo, and then now more modern sound is Keith. He kind of took Bemo's sound and then added his own sauce to it.
Yeah, he modernized it.
What about los Huracanes, bro?
They got like an old school ranchero sound.
And they got the little fucking alto sax.
That's
and
the
shit.
thing. It's all different styles.
Ese es más como ranchero que norteño, like
Okay.
como estilo Chihuahua is like rieleros, and I don't really know what to tell you what Huracanes is. They have their own style, bro.
I was just asking my compa about this. So I noticed that the whole norteño sax has changed a lot, and it's kind of like styles within the whole norteño sax. Like I noticed that there's like the norteño sax kind of light, and then you got the norteño con sax like Huracanes.
Yeah.
And then you got the norteño con sax rielero style. And then you got the norteño con sax primavera.
How many styles do you think there is?
It's like all these different fucking...
Cali has their style. Texas has their style.
And Texas is like the more light, no? Like more...
Yeah.
Cali's more romantic.
Cali more
romantic.
But they do like really like exotic as like adornos and stuff.
They try to go jazzy and shit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I kind of noticed. Like when I hear it, I'm like, man, that's... And then you know when you're talking about like rieleros, they're more rancherones,
like
más bravos and shit.
You right there, you feel it's more raw, but like you feel the golpe.
Yeah.
You know?
Good.
Yeah. Se lo subió, bro.
I don't know if you guys know the record label RM Entertainment.
No, bro. No.
Those are like the guys from San Luis Potosí, Guanajuato, Aguascalientes. That's a whole different sound over there too, you know?
No shit.
But their thing is more like
Guapangos, right?
Huapango, a little bit of everything. Like the people from San Luis Potosí and the área de allí.
They dance that circle.
They like Nuevo León, Norteño Sax. It's like they'll just do.
And they like Tierra Caliente too, bro.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because están hasta arriba, güey. And they fucking like Tierra Caliente music, which is... I've seen a couple posters and a couple posts like where Dinastía goes to San Luis Potosí and llenan los güeyes, llenan. They fucking pack it up.
Primo was telling me last time, Saúl, que en Durango también pegó los Toño y Freddy. There was a song que pegó por allá.
Really?
I was surprised. I'm like, really? Back in the Duranguense days.
No shit.
Yeah. Beverages, creo.
Beverages.
Yeah, that song.
So what do you guys consider yourself? Like what kind of norteño con sax style? What?
I think we're still trying to figure out our sound.
Right
Yeah,
there.
I feel like we're still trying to figure out our sound, but I mean, I feel like we could do a little bit of everything, which is a good thing.
And you guys have the singers because I listen to El Primo and I listen to the other guy, Luis. And then I noticed Primo has that more like romantic style, and then Luis has the more ranchero.
Yep.
And that's pretty good, man, because you guys have the musicians to do both styles, and you know,
Diversity.
to do that like I said, like the diversity of the band, and you guys could like complacer a un cliente con pretty much both styles. Like, hey, you know, quiero el columpio o quiero, you know, el taxista or for something like that, you know, like échenla y le sale chingón. Like you guys won't have to like say no, es que no nos sale or something, or like, you know, you guys already have your singers, which each of them have their own style.
Exactly.
You guys pueden variar, you know, and then like they know who gets what pretty much, because you know, you know, like that's one good thing when you got your singers and they know qué es lo que les toca.
Their part.
Yeah, and like you're not gonna have like a primo trying to sing like some fucking rough ass song, or the other guy trying to sing like some romanticón, algo más softer, you know. Like, and I notice you guys have the diversity to do that, which is good, man, because you want that in a band that you get. I mean, because that's like kind of the style now. Like, I noticed now with Norteños too, you got more singers in it now, and then a lot of the guys sings. He was telling me that some of you guys also sing, not only them, which is pretty cool. You guys do You guys do like cachorrean, you know, because you were telling me that you guys.
Entre yo y Paquito cachorreamos, with Shorty también echamos las románticas, because Shorty has a higher pitch. También echamos un poquito de norteñito, which me and Sal también nos agarramos en eso. So tenemos la diversity de.
You guys all sing then, huh?
Yeah.
Casi.
The only one, I think you sing one too.
Every now and then.
You have.
Yeah, so everybody basically sings. I think except for Fabian.
Fabian can sing too. You didn't hear him the other day at practice.
No.
Yeah, he can sing.
You can sing
No
too.
shit.
We found out a couple weeks ago. Shout out Fabian.
Oh, shit.
He didn't tell us that in the resume.
Yeah, primo, they're trying to tell you something, primo.
He had the hidden resume.
That's badass. Moving to mi compa Sal, a ver Sal, cuéntanos un poco de su historia, back, cómo empezó, desde dónde empezó. También usted, yo sé que tiene un historial bueno.
No, pues está casi igual como los Mejía right here. Oh, we're from the same rancho allá en Durango.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what we forgot to ask him, bro. What
Yeah.
part of Mexico they're from?
Donato
Parte de
Guerra.
Guerrero son chinga.
No.
Están igual que güeros que uno.
Donato Guerra, municipio Canatlán.
So es Canastón de las
Alias,
Manzanas, ¿no?
Canatlán de los
Like
Manzanos.
macizo de.
Ya estamos. Yeah.
Allá tengo casa ya.
Ella tiene, ella
Saludos
tiene
para
un
mi primito, ¿cómo se llama?
Raúl Obregón.
No.
No. Meño.
Meño, shout out Meño.
Tengo una pinche casa nonona.
¿Un qué?
En un-
Shout out los de
Meño,
San
el
Lucas.
the announcer.
Anyway,
Se prende.
back to mi compa Sal. Siga con
Beer.
su historia, bro. You want a beer?
Yeah, same here.
Ah, thank
Yeah,
you.
I'll take a beer. Yeah, como les digo, after I was...
¿Dónde estaba?
No, he was,
Venía llegando de
Well, I'm from
Canastón de
this-
las Manzanas.
I'm from the
You're
same
crossing the border y
rancho.
luego, ¿qué?
Same rancho from Los Mejia right here. Actually, my pops played with their pops. in
Oh,
the
no
band, yeah,
shit.
for a little bit of time because
So they know each other.
They know each other from the rancho.
so
and-
ustedes,
So what do you guys pops played actually?
Accordion.
They play the
Segunda voz.
What about your pops?
My pops played bass. He played guitar at a time, and then he played bass with them. I
keyboards
think.
también lo he visto, ¿no?
Sax.
Yeah, he plays keyboard and sax. Ahorita,
Lo que
yeah,
sea.
yeah, lo que sea. That's where I started. When I was around 15 years old, I started picking up the sax. Me and him learned at the same time. We were just playing, lo que salga allí, and then and turned into kind of duranguense, and then eventually it turned into like a norteño mix.
Oh,
and then-
okay.
And now I left as soon as my second band was Deriva. So it was
Oh, no shit.
it was only my dad, and then I joined Deriva after that. But
Wow.
Yeah.
that's-
yeah, I've never been anywhere else or anything like that. So
so no-
Is your dad
no-
still in the plane todavía?
yeah, my dad's still playing. He does tamborazo and he plays norteño a little bit. But I said the tamborazo is kind of his fuerte, and he does like more Durango style norteño with like tuba and stuff like that.
So ahorita tú tocas what, sax, bajo sexto. I think you play some tubas, and then and
Pero bien nada. Pero pues el bajo sexto. That's a
es tu fuerte.
yeah. I'd
Sí,
say
tú-
that's a little bit more what I got. I play sax here and there, but not enough to play in the norteño sax. Not a shorty. Yeah, nah.
So here's a question for you guys, you three. Like, do you guys become musicians because you wanted to, or your dad kind of like, hey, we don't got a babysitter today, so you guys got to come with us, and you guys are like, fuck,
Oh, good question. Yes.
like, were you guys kind of forced, or you guys just picked it up because you wanted to?
I have an older brother, and my older brother and my older sister. My sister
You wanted to be
no.
like them and stuff?
No, but my older brother never played music, never interested,
Nunca le gustó.
nada. Pero yo, from what I can remember, I would always go with my dad. I would help him carry the fucking keyboard, the bass.
No,
I would help
para
him
andar en
carry
el
it para
pedo.
andar en el pedo. I remember the guy that he was with, siempre me daba, like he would pay me. He would give me like $20. He was
Just to
like,
carry stuff
just to
around?
carry my dad's stuff around.
Oh, no
so he's like,
shit.
hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for helping.
Roadie and
Then-
stuff.
yeah, it was like a roadie, and then ever since then I like doing it. And then
shit.
yeah.
Mi compa Sal vio los billetes y le gustó.
Fuck it. He's like, se le quiso, eh?
I'm getting Mario Party
How
right now.
about you guys? How about you guys? You think your pops influenced a lot of it, or you just admired the music they were playing? And you were like, you know what, this is
Bro,
aquí
so
soy.
it all started back when I was like 4 years old. My pops used to, well, I think ever since we were born, but since when I can remember, I was like 4 years old. My pops used to always practice at our house. And my mom says I used to pull out the pans and I would hit the pans like if I was playing a drum set. And then my dad just one day bought me one of those like little kid drum sets.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
only had like one tom, a snare, and like the kick.
Yeah.
And you broke it.
Nah.
broke it within a week.
Bro, they would be practicing and I would just be playing a little drum set.
No
So,
shit.
Yeah.
Would you
But-
be down there with them or just on your own?
Bro, so back then they lived in a different house and they would just practice in the living room. So
Oh,
There was-
okay.
it was pues, para una casita, small house, you know,
Yeah.
el ruido se escuchaba, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
You stay with Junes? Oh. Go ahead.
To be honest, bro, my boy Junes right here, we never thought he was gonna play anything. He used to be, he would play the PlayStation, bro.
He was the gamer.
He was the gamer.
Yeah.
Bro. He was the gamer.
Damn, we got a Damien
And
here.
So who's older then?
I am.
You're
You
older?
are.
Yeah, Junes.
So
I always have him backwards.
yeah, I thought you were older.
I
Paco.
thought they were twins, bro.
Yeah. Everybody
Honestly.
thinks I'm older. Son los golpes de la vida, bro.
Yeah.
Los caminos de la vida.
Es el pinche cemento, güey. por
El
eso.
cemento.
Pinche sol.
Pinche sol si cala.
Hey.
Nah, but yeah, we get that a lot, bro.
No.
But yeah, so Junes didn't start playing. So how old were you?
Like 13, 14.
13, 14.
But
That's still young though, man.
Yeah.
My, my cousin kind of took me under his shoulder. Like he'd teach me like melodies, like note by note.
On a keyboard?
On the keyboard.
Or, oh, okay.
De esta sierra para la otra sierra.
Yeah, shit like that.
Of course.
500 novillos.
Tell me you're from Durango without telling me you're from Durango.
That was my first
He started
song,
playing in
too.
garage band and shit. He's like,
Everyone's
I
first
got
song.
this shit.
Yeah, that's how you start, bro.
Yeah.
Those are the pre-K songs you gotta.
Next thing you know,
Instead of
you're,
¿cómo se llama? Hot
Hot
crust
crust
buns.
buns, yeah.
Era de esa sierra a la otra sierra, güey.
next thing you know, you're playing at a quinceañera like the next week.
Yeah, bro.
El baile de los mariposas.
En la pava and shit.
Like 3 hours.
La Verde.
All right.
500
300,
novillos.
mijo.
Like once Paco got decent at the accordion, and then like I knew like a couple like tones on the keyboard. Like my dad would play, and then in their breaks, he'd be down to jam out with like me and Paco and my pops. Like that'd be the intermission. Like
No shit.
us jamming out in between the breaks.
That sounds
Y
better.
ya pues empezaban ellos a tocar otra vez, but that was like the little
So nomás
opportunities
entre
he would
juego y
give us.
juego y le agarraron el pedo.
Yeah.
No shit.
Well, I feel like you started practicing hard, like when you were like 16.
Oh
no?
yeah, pues me encerraba en el basement, bro, to all my dad's old cassettes, all the old Ramon Ayala,
Right.
Invasores, Cadetes, like
Yeah, that's one thing about you guys. Esos
But what were you playing?
bass,
Bass?
bass back then. But was when you're in high school, you know, you obviously like I like playing, but I like being out in the streets more.
Me gustaba el barrio.
Nah, it's because you're at the age where you want to hang out with your friends and
Right.
go do stuff, you know.
Right.
Yeah, no. I think that's one big thing, bro. Like when you're in high school, like, yeah, the whole band thing is good, but you want to be out partying and messing around with girls and
Yeah.
shit, you know, partying it up and, you know. Like,
Bro, if you talk to the new generation, like you can go to high school and you'll see like other kids that are musicians.
yeah.
But I feel like back in our age,
How old are you guys right now?
I'm about to be 27. So I'm not that old, but
Back in our day, being musical wasn't cool.
oh no,
So
even
you were
even with
for
us,
us
too.
you were like
Really?
you were like kind of singled out like that paisa is
Yeah.
So but then again, we're from the suburbs, bro.
Okay.
So it's a lot different, you know. Acá hay más raza.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember
Very true.
I would used to go to high school, bro, in my square toe boots, and you would have like other paisas look at you like no mames, you look like a clown. Like, come on, bro.
like I'm being a brazier and shit, right? I mean, I got called that a couple
remember,
of times.
yeah.
I'm like, hey, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck. I'm making money and fucking.
I remember the first time I said que escuchaba música mexicana in school. They're like, what the fuck? Well, you listen to that? And I said, he's like, what do you listen to? And then I told one of my friends, I'm like, oh, I like a lot los bookies. And he's like, low key, I do too, bro. And then he brought me the next day, me trajo un double CD de los bookies. I'm like, bro, I have the same one.
He had
And
designer
we
shit.
clicked, but he never became a musician.
And then adrenalina was made.
Nah.
Y ese compa se llamaba Raúl.
Nah, and then I meet my boy till high school, actually.
Would have been fun if it was like, yep, turned out to be Misael.
I don't know this guy too.
Yeah, we didn't know him for a while. I didn't know him for like. Till,
We knew of each other because we were in the same game, pero
Yeah.
Gang.
like game.
Oh,
okay.
Damn.
Sorry, ando
Andaban
medio
tirando
formado.
barrio.
Don't
A mí no sí tiraban barrio, pero nosotros no.
Fuck you, bro. Ya me empecé.
Like I literally didn't know El Primo for about 5 years, bro. 5 years ago.
Apenas.
Apenas. Like literally apenas.
This is not
Like
like
even when they played in Adrenalina, I still didn't know him. Like
Longer.
You knew Misa, but you didn't know. So
Well, me and mi compa went to high school
Yeah,
together.
we went to high school together. Me and
Yeah.
mi
Like
compa.
he's the reason why I'm a musical. Like,
Okay.
I mean, I wanted to be a musical, but I didn't know how to get in. And then me and mi compa, we met in sophomore year. And then he got recruited by a banda. And then he's like, and then I'm like, hey, bro, take me. I was fucking bugging him. And then I got there.
He ended up going to play trombone.
So you guys been close since high school.
Since high school,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Since we were like 16, 17.
that was like 100 pounds ago.
¿Y quién le bautizó aquí en el chiquito?
Each other.
He baptized my son.
No, like
That's pretty
Celso, I met him through I think it was
Dealer? The
Chaparro,
dealer?
Yeah, well,
Oh, Abel. It was
The
through
dealer.
Abel.
Able.
I think it was through Abel, our friend Abel.
The plug.
Yeah, we had barely. No, it was like a year into Adrenalina.
They
And
met
then,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
they met at the same stall.
¿Cómo se llama? And he
Hey,
was,
I'd be like, hey, you got an 8-ball for sale for anything?
and then we saw each other in the bathroom, and I'm like, he's like,
No, mames.
El copa Misa
Say no to drugs.
tenía más pulmón y...
primito, ese güey se va a echar una bolsa entera.
Espérese.
And ¿cómo se llama? My accordion player at the time, Abel, ¿cómo se llama? He's like, hey, bro, he said, I got a friend que he plays trombone, pero también sabe segundear. What's up? Cálalo. I'm like, ¿se misa? Pero, like I said, I already knew him. I'm like, yeah, dile que se venga alcoholito a ver qué. es más, dile que me llame. And then, yeah, sure enough, he texted me. He's like, oh, what's up, bro? Like, you guys sound badass. I think it would sound better if you guys have a segunda.
Because you guys didn't have a segundero.
Nah, it was just me.
Actually, I went to one of their gigs.
Yeah. That's where we started.
That's when I saw. That was the first time I ever saw them.
We
playing.
fell in love.
Yeah, that was history, man.
Yeah, yeah, bro. De ahí
We got that
kicked
4-hour
off.
hotel down the street, and you know.
Ahorita le va a llegar un mensaje a Misa from Tino, like, hey, bro, you never told me you guys were in love.
He got mad, you know. Yes,
He's like-
camera.
Piggy dice que estaba bien desvelado. Dice, ya ni yo que llegué a la 1 de la mañana.
Yeah, saludos para el compa Piggy. He said he fell asleep or some shit.
Sucked dick.
Se le durmió el cock.
Bobby Pulido looking ass.
He did say that.
Anyway.
I didn't get that. What does it mean by that?
The boy desvelado.
Oh,
He sings the song.
Come on, bro.
And I'm not a norteño.
Talk to him, man. Anyway, now we're going to my
Es que yo
compa
no,
Shorty.
yo no soy de música norteña live.
Wow.
He stays in Durango.
Sí.
So you guys, so that's fucking badass, bro. That your pops, both of you guys, 3 of you guys, like play together, and then now you guys are playing together.
Shit, we were jamming together when we were like 16.
Yeah, we were
So
like
they were
16,
playing,
17.
and you guys like they take their
Your dads
breaks,
were
and you
playing,
guys jump
practicing. You
on
guys
there.
were beating each other up in the back there.
Yeah, they would. Like I know
My
them.
dad plays better than your dad.
Saul was the first one to drive from us, so Saul nos visitaba. We would just
Yeah.
jam out whenever he would come visit.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, we would like. I remember going like as a young kid going to their house and like because my cousin's his cousin with Chato, one of the guys I mentioned before.
So
And,
kind of related.
Gohan's
like on the other side. Yeah, Gohan. Shout out to Gohan.
Yeah, shout out to
He's a
Gohan.
big fan.
Un saludo para el primo Gohan.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Dragon Ball Z?
I was
Es un primillo. But yeah, like I remember going to their house and like we would play soccer and stuff. And then like years later, like we started like jamming out. Like we were like 16, 17 years old. Like I was still playing with my pops and they would like, they started playing with their pops. I know June started playing, but Paco was already playing with his pops for a long
Then
time.
tu papá salió del grupo and then se hicieron
No, my dad would only helped him out for a little bit of time. Like,
okay.
And then my dad stopped playing for a bit and then he came back to the music when I showed interest. So
And then you left him again.
yeah.
Damn, what a dick. Anyways, ahora vamos con mi compa Shorty porque mi compa Shorty yo sé que también tiene
Un historial.
una historial bien
A
chingón.
legend.
Bro, 'cause
¿Por
I
qué
know
te
you-
dicen shorty, first of all?
Nah, pues,
Está parado.
Bro, ¿está parado ahorita?
yeah, bro, I was just born vertically challenged. What can you do?
Anyway, Shorty, preséntese bien pues y...
Párate para que te vean en la cámara, güey.
Párate encima de la mesa, güey.
Aquí estaba bien, así estaba bien, pero no me vean. So yeah, guys, my name is Shorty, as I said, and
Hiding his identity.
you gotta change my voice too.
Yeah, but let me show you.
Yeah, man, so I'm from Chicago. No, honestly, same as these guys. Honestly, I mean,
He has too
I got like went to copy and paste the same story in a different part of the state though. You know, I didn't grow up where they grew up in Carpentersville, but same thing, bro. También my dad, mi papá, mis tíos, like all of my tíos, pretty much all the guys.
Well,
it's
just say who your uncles are.
Pues ellos pertenecen a Dinastía Ramírez.
Big shout out.
Big shout out to my tíos, my dad. Antes eran Luz del Norte. That's where they started playing. When they came to the States, they formed part of Luz del Norte, and they had their little trajectory too. You know, they still exist now, pero
Right.
different people now. But yeah, ahí empezaron con Luz del Norte, y luego ya pues les fue bien, but then, you know, management problems, you know, we're not going to say any names, we're not going to say any...
Go ahead,
any
do it.
shit, you know.
We like
Pero-
that.
no,
we like
pues,
drama.
Lo que siempre pasa, le robaron ahí.
Yeah, algo así. So se separaron, you know, my uncle said, no, well, let's make our own group. Al cabo, pues, nosotros ya sabemos and we can find our own people. So they split. It was my dad and my two uncles. And, well, yeah, they started their own group with their cousins. And then we grew up around it, and it's me, my brother Luis Fernando, shout out him, he's in Brigada now.
Oh, yes.
My cousin Willie Ramirez, shout out him, he's in Decibel now.
Willy.
And then I have 2 other cousins que todavía forman parte de Dinastía, and they have never really left. They're still part of it. They're the only loyal ones.
Son
The rest
fiel.
of us are traitors. But yeah, I mean, same thing, bro. También grew up just being around it, and I liked it from the beginning. Never got forced.
How
to
old do you
do
think
it.
you were when you started? You're like, oh shit, I think I like this.
También around the same age as Paco, bro. I was young. I mean, there's videos of me, my dad practicing, and when we used to live like in the fucking smallest basement allá in Chicago, right by Apollo's 2000. If you guys know where that is.
That's hood.
Yeah, right there.
That's my Moise house too.
It's like literally, I don't know.
There's a Kedzie and Sermon.
It's 23rd and 28th in California.
Okay, yeah.
Right there. It's like 2 blocks away from.
He was by the jail.
Para empezar,
right by
mi
the
compa
jail.
Shorty nunca ha estado alto, pero en esos tiempos el saxofón todavía le ganaba de estatura.
Yeah, well, I still did not play sax at those time at that time. But my dad es cuando estaba el duranguense bien fuerte, you know. So that's what they were playing, half norteño, half duranguense, same as I was pops. I think that was like a very Durango thing to
Try to
play,
mix
like,
it in.
half duranguense, half norteño set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
versátil.
So I grew up listening to that, and my dad would always be in the teclado practicing this and that, and it got my attention. And pues también ahí, bro, just making noise, you know, have no fucking idea what I was doing, but I was into it. And slowly but surely, pues ahí, my cousin Steve, shout out Steve, he was the first one of us, the cousins, to join the group. He joined really young, and then pues,
Son primos because ahora los hermanos Ramírez son todos hermanos ellos.
Yes, sir, son todos hermanos, and de hecho hay más hermanos en San José de Ramos allá en México, nomás que ellos.
What part of Mexico you guys are from, bro?
Right there, San José de Ramos, el municipio de Santa María del Oro, right there en Durango también. And
So yeah,
there's
dangerous.
Like, there's one set
It
of
sounds
brothers
big,
here.
bro. Like those big ass names.
Yeah, I know, right? But if you look it up, there's like 100 or 200 of those same ranchos spread out throughout Mexico.
Oh no
They
shit.
have the same. No, you know how.
Oh
it is
yeah,
in
yeah.
Mexico.
San José.
Nombre se repite. San José de Caña, San José de Ramos, San José de Pinol, San José de I don't know, bro. You just keep going.
Hey, how does
Pero-
Pinol taste? Ya que you brought it up. Well, honestly, I
I don't even know what that is.
Pinol is a traditional Durango like cereal, I guess, right? I mean, I'm saying because I had a girlfriend from
Cereal?
Durango.
My compa Misa's gonna go home and drink the pino.
the pino.
Yeah, drink the
Fine,
fucking
so.
Pinol. I'm just saying because I had a girlfriend from La Ciénaga de San Jose,
She drank it.
Santiago Papascaro, and she gave me Pinole one.
Los,
And
yeah, los pinoleros.
I'm
Mijo,
like,
tráeme el pinol.
and I'm like, pues fuck it. I'm like, pues para no quedar
the
mal.
flor.
Quieren envenenar, primo.
That shit was like dry and shit. You guys eat it with milk, no? I've never
Bro, I've never
tried.
had that.
We're not from
Hey,
Santiago.
I guess we're not from
tried it.
Durango.
We have
I don't even know what
apples.
the hell you guys are talking about.
Like
Pinol, güey.
We just
Pinole.
eat
Yo de
apples.
I got some in the
nunca
bathroom. You guys want to try it?
Mr.
So you guys never had that?
Nah.
I didn't
What
even
about-
know it existed.
What about the queso menonita?
Oh yeah.
Eso
Is that
sí,
shit
eso
good?
sí.
That shit looks good. I'm a
Yeah,
big
no, it's
cheese
Hell
good.
yeah.
They be coming down from like
Yeah?
their village to sell to like our pueblos and
Yeah.
stuff.
German.
It's fucking slamming or what?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, it gives you the shits, the farts, everything.
But it's good though.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's good shit. We gotta go to Durango with shit.
Bro, the key in food is if it didn't give you the shits, it wasn't good. It wasn't good though.
Really?
Celso was all surprised.
You had some
walnut.
Are you
shitty
sure
food.
about that?
No, I had some shitty food at Guerrero, bro. Not even funny, bro. I almost died.
Is that water you were drinking from the fucking tank? So you started with your pops. What was the first band you joined, bro?
Con ellos, antes se llamaban Herencia Ramírez, and then there was this big ass lawsuit, bro. They got sued because they couldn't use the name. No, I'm fucking you. They didn't.
I got some money.
Like fucking plot twist and shit, right?
They changed it to Dinastía Ramírez. I don't know why. I've never asked.
That
them,
sounds
but,
that sounds nice.
Sounds
though.
dope.
Tierra
yeah.
Ramírez.
I mean, yeah, I guess. To be honest with you, I've never liked the name. So
No?
I guess, so.
Damn.
Dinastía
Never.
You
or
heard it here, folks.
which name did you like?
Dinastía Ramírez.
Buena.
Do you like Herencia Ramirez better?
Yeah.
It's because your other uncles, the ones that are over there in San Jose de Ramos, they're like, nah, nosotros somos los herederos.
No, no, es que ellos se llaman hermanos Ramírez. Allá en San José de
That's
Ramos.
badass, bro.
Do you know them over there?
Yeah, ya los conocí. I mean,
You guys jam out allá?
yeah, I've been there a few times. We jammed out, and they're the originals. I mean, they're the OGs. My grandpa started it, and then they started allá en el rancho, and then from there, my uncles and my dad branched off to Chicago.
Okay.
So they're the OGs out there. Everyone from out there knows them. They stay busy throughout the year, and then they came over here and did their own thing out here. But yeah, they started with them, And también, same as these guys, literally that was the first group I was a part of, and I got lucky. I was fortunate, you know, porque pues ya somos familia, so you know it's not like I had to try out. It was just when I was ready.
You have to step up and fit in.
It's
Right,
your
exactly.
turn.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. And it's same as these guys. I mean, just I think my first song was
De esta sierra, la otra sierra.
Papa.
no, Las Campanitas de Arrieta, which is just another polka.
No shit.
And then second one was Esta Sierra La Otra Sierra. And then Novillos and you know the classics, bro, the classic polkas. And yeah, bro. From there, you know, the rest is history. You know, just slowly started.
How did you get so good with the like your tones? Like you're a very picky man. Like tú a mí like in the band. And we says, hey, bro, I think we're kind of off. Let's fix this. Like this is I naturalmente, obviamente eres músico y es de oído, pero like you know exactly where to do it. Like in tus tonos. Like did you go to school for this? How did you learn?
Honestly, dude, I think just repetition. You know, they say what practice makes permanent. Not perfect, but permanent. Like if you practice something so much, you're just gonna get it down. And I remember
It's like second nature and shit.
Yeah, because I remember literally like I would ask my dad, you know, ¿Cómo va esto? And then he would
Did
tell
you start
me,
playing off saxophone in the beginning?
No, bro, teclados, just piano teclado, like. But I would play along to the recordings of them and just other recordings that I liked, and I would literally fucking rewind it. How did he do it right there? And I would just I would literally wait for that part and I would match it with a teclado until I got it, and I could just tell when I was in the match. I was like, okay, that's it right there, and then to the next.
So you were lyrical?
To the next note. Yeah, and then like eventually, like with time, you know, you just pick it up faster and faster, and it was just a skill I developed. I mean, I wouldn't say people say that you're either born with it or you're not. I think
you're born with it, bro, because you gotta have that
that's what
ear.
I'm saying. You gotta have that ear.
I feel like I did develop it though a little bit because I mean now it's second nature. Now it is, but I mean it wasn't always like that. You know.
I'll put my kids in it as an example. Here goes. So I got three boys, right? So my oldest is 7, and my middle child is 3. My little one, he's still, I don't know if he can sing or do anything. Like me and my kids, I'm not gonna force them, but if they want to pick it up, bien. But in my house, I really don't do any music. My wife uses a lot of English stuff, so I listen to my 7-year-old try to sing and try to like play or whatever, and sí le echa ganas, but he's not there. Like his
No está afinado.
no está afinado.
¿Está en 250 todavía?
No está afinado y no, he's not like on time. And I listen to my 3-year-old, bro, everything a pinche tiempo, a tono, and I'm just like, how the fuck? And my wife's like, he's gonna be the musician.
Tino's like, you ain't gonna eat until you sing. Like.
He fucking sings like
Chicken nuggets.
he sings like he was singing like some banda shit, and then he was singing some fucking Bad Bunny, some rock and roll shit. He like, this is my song. He starts singing it. I'm like, man, you know the lyrics better than I do and shit. He's only 3. And then my oldest one tries to like tag along, kind of sing with him, but I don't know. Like,
And you're like, stop.
Bro, but
Let your little brother shine.
and it's funny because I'll put this another example, like Chabelo, right? The owner of the Banda Potrillos, like he has his kids, in the banda. So he has 3 boys también. So 2 of them play in the banda, and one of them, I remember he said it himself, like he's like, my son tried to play, but I told him like, this ain't for you, man. Like yeah, you tried, and he was actually in a banda. He's like, this isn't for you, and maybe you're good at something now. I believe he's gonna be a lawyer and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Oh,
but he didn't take the whole music route like his other brothers did. I mean, they're still going to school, but like he told him like you know you're probably better at other stuff. Which man, sometimes I'm sure you guys got brothers that are not musicals, right?
Yeah.
No, just us two.
So it's just
well, we
and our
have
sister.
we have a sister, but she's actually musically
También?
talented too.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What the? She sings or what?
No, she used to play the saxophone too.
What the fuck?
Is she playing Escándalo Musical?
She was like jazz band.
No
honors
shit.
band.
You being for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn, how long you got played together?
You about to get your replacement, boy?
Oh, real? Let me find out. Shout out her.
You got to do it for the muse.
Yeah. That's badass. I didn't know that. That's badass.
Hey, how long you guys been playing together? No.
Because we don't talk. We're always drunk all the time.
That's a multa, right?
Mi
there,
compa Celso dice que siempre tiene la quijada atravesada. No puede hablar el viejo.
Anyways,
Anyways.
anyway, tú no me mires, güey.
Ahorita no es lunes, espérate.
Es lunes. Estoy
Que llegue el
como
viernes.
shorty. Oh, it's Monday. I can't take a shot.
Are you serious?
But tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Ahorita at midnight.
Yeah, right. At midnight. What time? The clock's ticking.
No, but yeah, that's. I think like back to our chat. I think when you're born with it, you're born with it. You know, like,
Bro.
like maybe you could develop that skill later on. You know,
I mean, I agree with you guys. Definitely, it helps a lot because I mean, SOC, like, I never really struggled with it. You know, it was kind of like I knew that was it, and that was it. You know, it was never like, am I doing this right? It was like once I knew I was doing it right, I knew that was it. Never, you know. So I guess you're right because when you try to talk to someone or when someone asks, like, you know, a lot of people have asked me, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I don't know how to explain it to them. I'm like, bro, if you can't hear it, then I don't know how to explain it.
You're fucking stupid.
Here's another
Fucking
example.
get out of my sight, dude. Why are you asking me this?
Here's another example. So in Manda Potrillos, I'll put the band as an example. We have teachers in there, right? These guys, do you give them partitura? They fucking read it. They play it así como está. And I tell them, okay, you're playing it like this, but se te pasa un tiempo and you're fucking lost. Se te acabó el mundo. I'm like, why not feel the song? Y se te pasa la pinche música. Because, you know, you're going to feel when to come in and shit. You know, like, you'll feel that time. Like, you're not going to get fucking lost. And I'm like, one thing is that you know the music, you know the notes, you know the times, and you're following the rest and everything, but you're not putting that feeling in it. I'm like, that's something that cannot be taught. That you got it or you don't. Yep. Yeah, you can read music, you could probably improvise, but sometimes even your improvising is shitty. Like, you don't put that touch on it. Like, I tell them, like, because they kind of, like, they tell me, for example, like, hey, I hit the fue ese tiempo. I'm like, yeah, but I caught on to it right away in the other part, you know? And then usually, like, when we play music, I don't try to sing the song like how the other like the original guy tries to. I try to put my little touch in it. And I'm like, and then these guys are big on, like, hey, I want you to sing it like this guy, like así como va, así quiero que la cantes. No? And then that's one big thing that I told him, like, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna put my own touch. Pero, like, back to the thing, like, I tell him, like I feel like yeah, music notes and all this stuff could be taught, but the feeling you put on it, that's something you got it. And then
that's how you make your own style, yo digo. Yeah. Cada quien tiene que tener su propio feeling, su único touch. Like, vocalistas, no vas a buscar un vocalista que cante como, like, whoever, like el Coyote, yeah. or Julio Preciado, or
Celso.
Yeah, or Celso.
I'd say that takes years, though. Like, yeah. I think to develop something like that, like, you might be like, I feel like as a youngin, you were like, damn, I can't, like, why can't I do it? Why can't I do it? I mean, like, you need experience. You need to go through it years and years.
To be honest, there's a lot of little youngins now, like, los ves, bro.
Who get it quick.
A los pinches 15, 16 ya están cantando con madres, and you're like, what the fuck? Ya ves el morrillo que anda con el compa de la Carembe, the Young Cat.
Oh yeah, Gavino.
Yeah.
Mi compa Gavino por ahí.
Yeah, bro.
And he was signed with Del Records, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was.
He was signed with Del Records
at a very young age.
Like I think 16, 17.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna bring him, bro. We should bring back mi compa Juanito y mi compa Gavino por aquí. You know, have both of them here, los compas de la encantadora banda Careme. Pero yeah, bro. Like. I feel like these kids nowadays, they kind of develop more faster. You know, like they got it quicker and they lo pueden pulir más temprano.
It's a chicken nuggets, compa.
Well, it's nice with, like,
it's all that
like YouTube.
There's chemicals on
everything.
Ahorita les voy a decir, así como se desarrollan las mujeres ahorita, así se desarrollan los músicos ya.
¿En qué aspecto, güey? I don't get it.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Explain it. Step by step.
No, y esa es una de las cosas.
It's the fried chicken and the chicken
It's the
nuggets.
steroids,
como dicen the YouTube kids.
Steroids and the chicken.
It's the hormones in the chicken.
steroids.
But here's one thing, like yeah, you're born with it, but some of the músicos that are studying, they could actually bring it out. I mean, they could learn it later on and kind of get the idea how it goes. But yeah, like for example, compa Chino. Chino didn't know anything about notes or anything, but he had that feeling, he had that la noción, como dicen esos. I don't know.
Shout out to compa Chino, I messaged him, he never replied.
Wow, left it over.
Like, how do you say noción in English? I don't know.
Notion.
That's a big word that these guys use. Like tienes que tener
notion?
La noción
notion.
de esta cosa. Y,
Maestro.
I think it's notion,
right?
I don't know.
Yeah, like you have to have that noción. Like yeah, some people are not born it, but they could develop. They could develop it later on.
Pronunciation para la musication.
It's all about the notation.
Yeah.
But
so you guys know mute. ¿Saben notas ustedes or is it just like pueden leer notas or just the basic? Oh, estamos en sol, estamos en fa, estamos en la, whatever.
I feel like the instruments, or at least me and Paco play right now, we
I'm
don't
gonna
know
be
by
honest.
note.
I'm gonna be honest. For the accordion, I don't know how to read music at all, but the saxophone I do.
Okay.
It's a little different.
Yeah, no, I
did
get
the saxophone help you a lot on the accordion when you were like learning to play and shit?
Bro,
like tone wise.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I never put one and the other together until like I recently, I don't know, like 2 years ago started practicing hard with Shorty, And to be honest, así como dijo Celso, we all know that Shorty tiene el oído bien desarrollado. He's helped us all, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Personally,
Eso sí.
he's helped me a lot. But bro,
Right.
it's that guy back there.
Yeah, okay.
Not this guy, the guy that's back there.
Nah, shorty.
Nah, but yeah.
You can come out.
To be honest, bro, to read music is como que otro rollo. Pero
It's like a
también,
whole nother language.
pero también dicen que pues to improvise, bro, también es otro rollo, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Not everybody can improvise, so
Yeah.
it's a special talent.
Yeah.
We got 2 guys in the group that are really good at improvising. Parecen rocolas.
So do you guys ever go like, hey, el primo está medio malo y vamos a bajársela de tono, güey, vámonos?
Yeah, we can switch the songs on the spot.
Actually,
They don't like it.
To be honest, bro, we don't gotta drop them anymore because they're already dropped.
Shorty's not a fan of dropping
Están en
tones.
sol and shit.
No, you know what thing? I have a bad habit of liking when I hear a song and then its original tone.
Yeah.
Like that's it right there. You can't fucking change that tone. But I'm more
Oh,
open.
yeah. Están banda potrillo.
No, but I mean,
Todos
you're
están en
right.
fa and C and shit.
But it's
Like,
true.
bro.
You know, we gotta be open to.
You got like 6 hours and shit.
We gotta be open to changing and pues obviously también el tono que le queda a uno mejor,
Yeah.
So I think I've gotten better at that, and now no,
You don't
my
wanna-
pedo-
you actually have.
my pedo,
Like,
yeah,
you don't want to
I'm
kill
so
your
proud of you,
singers,
Shorty.
bro.
Right, of course not. No, yeah, whatever tone we have to play it in, we will, and I mean, I feel like we're pretty good at changing the tone that we have
Yeah.
to at any
I
point.
think I don't, no he exigido mucho, it's just one, especially with the maquinarias one. Like,
1 per hour.
Like, no. siempre he dicho, like es que maquinaria sings on all fucking level. I'm like, no mames, me voy a matar. So
Solitario en sol.
I just say, you know what? Uno menos. I don't sing in sol.
En la.
To be honest, since Celso's been in the group for a while, he kind of got that bond already that we know what tones he can sing.
And then
Las que le quedan
improvisada, right? So
Yeah.
you're talking about like when you guys take out music or like in improvisada? Because usually, like, you know, I'm sure you guys.
We're pretty good.
So on the improvise, we're pretty good, bro. To be honest, I just look at Shorty. I'm like, hey, what tone is it?
Y vámonos.
And then I'm like, I look
Drop
at
it a
Celso
whole
and I'm
tone.
like, let me drop it 1 tone.
Nice.
2 tones.
It's here, but let's go here.
And then he looks at him and he's like, "Be ready to drop it one more time." Just in
In the middle of it. Hey, you ready?
Hey,
we have it on that.
We have it with
We
Solitario.
No.
Yeah, we were in that basement and we were playing it in the original tone, and then you're like,
No.
and then we
I ain't gonna make it.
Yeah. No, but I remember doing it with La Mesa del Rincón.
También.
We started off high as fuck, and I'm like, it's too high. And then we dropped it one, and I'm like,
No.
it's still too high. Drop it one more. I'm like,
That's one
Every
song I
verse.
gotta sing in the middle of the fucking sentence. Yeah, apenas lo sacamos. Y esos güeyes they like playing it like twice a set, man.
like, fuck that shit. Drop it one.
The
Hey,
opener and the closer.
Yeah, bro. And we got like a whole popurrí on that shit. We call it el popurrí de los Tigres del Norte.
Hey.
yeah. La camioneta gris.
Yeah, esa,
Yeah.
la de esa cerrada con 3 candados. That one. Ni parientes somos, and then La Mesa del Rincón. I think the
Okay.
last 2.
I heard that one on you.
And I'm like,
I like it. I like it.
Like, slow down, like fucking relax on this shit. But yeah, I mean, it's always badass when you got el equipo que backs you up. That, you know, if you're like, you're having a rough day, like, hey, bro, you know, lower that shit down, because so that ain't the day. Because, I mean, I feel like every singer has those days, bro.
Yeah,
where,
bro.
where it takes you just a little longer to warm up.
to
Maybe
be
like
honest,
1 or 2 sets.
Yo siempre, como les digo a ellos, digo, at practice, I'm going to tell, even on my worst day, si estoy mal, si le voy a llegar o no. And si llega una canción que I'm like, damn, like, como this weekend, I was all fucked up. And then these guys
Like-
slap me with the highest song they could ever fucking slap me with, Alambrados.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
bad.
And I was
han
like,
salido.
fuck. And I was like, fuck.
¿En qué
Y
tono
me
está la
volteo.
de la que te gusta, compa?
Oh, los bandanes muertes.
Oh, those are easy tones.
Sol.
A good thing we didn't do Angel. That bitch is hot.
Oh, yeah.
Porque una
Oh, yeah.
Hey, but talk about
Last weekend, though.
talking about switching tones and the bandas, they do that or not, bro?
What you
But
mean?
is it because it's harder to get
Mariachis does
17
that a lot
guys
too,
to do
right?
it?
sí.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no,
I'm
pretty
they,
sure.
they
That
do
makes
it.
sense.
They do it when we improvise with somebody else que was sweet or whatever. When a person is cool, but usually like so we have 3 singers, right? So us 3, like those are your songs, and that's what you're gonna fucking get. But if somebody pide una improvisada, yeah, we usually tell the 2 players, hey, se la cantamos poquito, and then
He
he's like,
finds
all right. And then vámonos de ahí, and he tells the rest of the band en este tono. But usually these guys try to go with the original tono, whatever it is. Like they don't really like.
But
know.
let's just say your throat was bad
They
that
don't give
day.
a fuck, bro. I'll be like, hey, I'm sick. They're like, oh, caminante, vámonos. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking? I'm sick. It's like I'm telling you to fucking do
But,
it.
but is it for the
Is
but
it
is it for
harder
the
song?
same reason that like because it's 17 guys, it's harder for them to drop it a tone?
I'm pretty sure,
or
yeah.
is it
I don't
for-
know, bro.
Yeah,
They
I'm
just don't.
pretty sure that's gotta
They
be
just
it.
don't. I feel like they just don't give a fuck, honestly.
They just look at you like, oh, you're ready. Okay, cool.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, hey, I'm sick, and they're like, no. And then I'm
Please
like,
don't do that to me.
Hey, pero mi copa Tino está ganando como $4,000 a weekend. You know what I mean?
Very true.
But- so he's
I mean,
gotta
you're
sing.
Tino
He's
Natajo
gotta
2023. I mean,
he's gotta sing what they tell him to sing.
like the previous band where I was at, Viento, most of their songs were all low. Like mostly everything was like sol la. It was low. And then I came with these guys. They're all in fa and C. Like so, and then everything's
those are still our tones, right?
I don't know about your tone.
Nah, I was gonna say, I feel like
don't think we
it's because
play
I always
single
hear
one in
singers
C.
say like
No,
these are my
everything's salsa.
tones. I don't believe like
Nah.
you could say these are my tones. You gotta like look at where the song, the original song is. Y si le alcanzas, no le alcanzas. Okay, drop it a tone, but you
Yeah.
can't say these are my tones. Like,
Or the way
Celso.
the way
No, dude. Well, do. You know I don't sing in do, but we have songs in do that I sing.
Like I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like the
fine.
only way you can say that is when we play like Rilero songs
Yeah.
or Pulurias,
Right.
and we're like, yeah, these are your tones.
yeah,
like the maestros de la banda, like we don't like yeah, I can suggest a song like most of the songs like I grab as suggested, right? But let's say like these guys the maestros say like pues esta song va a ser de este. Like since we got 3 guys, they kind of pick out what songs goes with what. But most of the songs that I sing, I usually send like the owner of the banda, hey, I want the song, and he's like, all right. And I'm like, así como está, no le muevas ni nada, just leave it like that. And then, but other than that, like they know the like for example, when Luis was there, like he sings the lower stuff. Rica, the other guy I sing with, he sings the middle stuff, and then I usually just go with the high stuff, and I'm usually doing segundas mostly all night. That's the way they were doing it there. But there's times where they will miss, like Rica or Luis will miss. I will fill in and do their part.
Yeah.
And then there's times where like Rica, he doesn't have the segundas down, and then I'll have to go lower, and I have to sing Luis's part. And like, hey, you sing my part, and I'll sing the low part.
So you're like the soprano voice.
And then there'll be times where me and Luis will be like, we'll switch in the middle of the fucking song just to fuck around or like, because you gotta, once you have your section, you gotta kind of like prepare yourself, bro.
Me and Misa have that.
Well, I mean, there's
We could switch in the middle of a song.
Oh yeah. There's sometimes you know,
Too bad I've never heard of that before.
there's sometimes
Oh, you did.
out.
We're
Hey, you guys need to
gonna
listen-
go back right now. Hold on.
you guys need another singer. Let me know.
We need a duetto right now, bro, on the podcast.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I mean, I think that's one thing you have to develop with the guy you're singing with, because
Yeah.
I mean, there's times where you're seeing them more than your family, man. So you like nothing to get out on paz, and you gotta kind of develop that fucking that
The
chemistry,
brotherhood.
that chemistry between because there's times where like you're madreado and you're like, hey bro, échate la mía for now, you know what I mean? Let me kind of warm up, because it has to happen to me where I'm like, hey Rica, like help me out with this piece real quick, you know? Let me fucking get there and shit, because sometimes it takes you a couple shots in, and you're like, all right, now I'm good. Like, vámonos. Ahora sí, I'm like, quieran. But there's times where you're like, you're
De
just,
plano no sale.
yeah, because you didn't sleep because the babies.
Everything
they let
affects you,
sleep,
bro. Everything affects you.
Do you guys call out the songs or they do?
They do.
See, I didn't have that to this band that I'm in,
Mhm.
where we can't pick our songs, and I feel like kind of the singer has to do that, because you wanna like, because you're feeling the crowd up front,
Yeah.
so you're like, hey, pues, o me están pidiendo esta rola, hey, this guy just came in,
Oh.
this guy just came and asked me for the song, right?
Right.
Y pues, like, I don't like it that I can't complacer right away. And that's my thing. And I have told him, but whatever, it ain't my band. Like I said, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm
Paco has that.
I'm just an employee here. so sometimes, and then people vienen bien imputados like, hey, pues qué pedo está mi canción? And you're like, what the fuck? And then
I usually tell them go to the accordion player. Here.
I mean, that's what I do now. I'm like, hey, go.
But it's hard as a singer because you're the face. You're like the guy talking. You're the,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
the communication between the people
like
and the band.
this Saturday actually, and I told you, hey, did you hear what the guy was saying? I completely ignored him because I was walking out with my case.
What did you say?
What
But
is
the
it?
guy's like, 10 canciones le pedí y ni una me tocaron. I'm like,
Bro, I had like 15 people coming on my side.
I did not hear you,
Hey.
my boy. I'm just walking
So,
out.
so have you guys noticed that people lately have been a little more bossy and shit? Like they feel like they fucking own you and shit.
Gente
Yeah,
bélica.
but
Gente bélica.
I like to defend my musicians.
No, I tell them on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
like the last year, like within the last month, I feel like people got more like antsy and more bossy. And we told them on the microphone, hey, calmados, we got a lista, like just because you're screaming at me doesn't mean the song is gonna come right away. Like, hey, relax. we got an order where el de la fiesta, he gets complacido first. And if he tells me not to play your song, I'm not playing your song. So you talk to him, like
He farted.
Hey, I feel like at bailes, I feel.
Bailes sí los mandan a la verga.
Yeah, because you have your side, you're trying to like show off like some of the best
especially
stuff.
if you're doing a battle or a versus, you're gonna like, hey, this motherfucker just played this one. I'm gonna Celso, la más alta, vámonos, cabrón. I'm like 3 in the morning and shit. Yeah.
Recently, we played at una fiesta allí con Andrés Lerma. Shout out to Andrés.
Damn, calling people out.
That was a good one.
Nah, yeah. So, well, we do contracts just most like all groups, you know what I mean? But we were taking a little break. It was a little longer than usual, but some guy...
2 plates in?
Yeah. Nah, we were just chilling, Y luego viene un compa and se me hace que es tío de Andrés. And we're like chilling and he's like, ¿qué? ¿No van a tocar? El tiempo está corriendo, this and that. And
he always had those cagapalos,
bro. He's like, yo estoy pagando this and that. And we all know
yo soy padrino, right?
That guy was just like, no, yo soy el que está pagando. And obviously we had done the contract with Andres. We knew what was going on. And we were just like, okay, está bien, usted firmó el contrato. And he was like, yeah, no, yo lo firmé, this and that. And we were like, oh, all right. Bro, we just ignored him. And then cuando el compa Andres came, we were like, bro, your uncle tripping, dog.
He's like, oh, don't pay attention to him.
And man, it's crazy, bro. Like, I feel that has happened more lately. Like, I had some dude tell me, like, hey, yo soy padrino, así que me tienen que complacer and shit. And you're like, bro, but there's some times where the guy that hires you tells you, hey, no me complazcan a nadie más que a mí. Like, I don't know if you guys had that.
Oh, yeah.
Or they tell you, no quiero que se suba nadie a cantar más que ustedes. Like, if they're gonna, like, we have got bitch that because somebody's cousin sang in a party. Yeah.
But
we made a rule, like, hey, we'll get the person, hey, this guy wants to sing. It's your party. ¿Qué pedo? You know, like sí o no. Like,
es que en veces ellos saben cuando they're kind of trash at singing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, no sé, pero pues ya ves que siempre en una fiesta.
Hey, Tino, can I ask you something? What do you do when someone goes up and they suck? Like, do you look away? Because
I let them sing by themselves. I let them die by themselves. No,
but do you laugh? Like, do you?
No,
you've never laughed.
You can't, right?
So what I
want to.
I want to. But it was funny.
That'd be us.
Bro, I had to play the bass like
looking
away, like in other direction.
So my old section.
That happens to us too, man. Like, se suben a cantar, like, échame segunda. I'm like, yeah, and then I try. I'm like,
Nah.
I gotta go to the washroom. Be right back.
So one thing I learned from my old section is Arturo, el abandamiento. So he'll tell me like, hey man, somebody's gonna fucking come up. It's because they got it, según, right? So you let them do what they do, you don't, si se ahogan, you let them drown by yourself because,
it's gonna make you look bad.
Then
you hop in.
Then people are like, that motherfucker sucks too. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. So you let them, you play the Titanic song for their ass, fucking,
Yeah, they have their arm out, you kick
you fucking kick his ass. You kick them down like the Christmas Story Santa Claus and shit. Their ass down the fucking slide. No, I mean, there's like we played at Canton, right? And some dude got up there and sang, está chingue la ayudante. And we have the same tonos del Coyote, like the original one. And then, so he's like, yeah, la ayudante primo, yeah, okay. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, next to me. And then some promoter brought him up. So I'm like, and then Chabelo's like, pues dale chance, pues lo trajo este güey, the promoter, right? So then we start playing and they, no, primo, bájale. Ya te chingaste, vámonos. And then
Vámonos, puto.
He did half the song. He's like, hey, bro.
Puto que se quede.
Damn.
He's like, I can't do it.
Bro,
Did that happen to us a few times, right? In the middle of the song, the guy's like, cámbiale de tono. And it's like, dude, you told us to do the original tone.
I don't give a fuck.
You want it.
Vámonos.
Vámonos así. Dale, cabrón.
Or the ultimate favorite.
Arremángese.
The ultimate favorite when the girl's like, oh, cántame una
Jenny?
de Jenny Rivera.
Bro, Paquito, la del barrio, no digas mamá.
You only got one.
Está como la de, como el guy que estaba chingue. Tócame una de Grupo Firme. Le digo, no, la chingue se mamó. Si somos no tengo con sax. Like, I should have told him in his face, like, somos no tengo con sax. Que no está viendo qué pinche grupo es.
Pinche canción fea.
I feel like that's the worst when they try to get you to play a song that's in another genre.
Yeah.
It's not even like your music. Like, it's so hard.
I feel like it's probably easier going from a banda to like kind of norteño song. Because you guys, like, if you guys even want to play like a Grupo Firme song, like
we have to, like,
it's not gonna sound right.
No.
But I mean, there's times where people ask us for like la
La chancla.
La Cruz de Madera and stuff.
But there's
Well,
like
those are like classic
typical,
rancheras.
yeah.
but there's like banda versions of
Sí, hay
that.
banda
song.
versions.
Yeah, but yeah, like yeah, man, it's like. But
Imagine El Amor No Fue Pa' Mí en Norteño con sax.
but there's times that people come up to me and I'm like, no mames, esos son norteños.
That's
no manches, like-
exactly.
Bro,
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
you
Like,
can't give out our exclusive shit that's coming out next month.
he got las el sonido pirata already down and shit. Like,
Hell yeah.
no, but yeah, like man, I feel like lately these people have gotten a little bossy just because they're spending the cheddar. But okay, if you're the one making the party chingon, we'll fucking please you the whole fucking night. But if it's your cousin's cousin, you know, it's because he thinks he brought you a free beer, he can fucking demand a song. Like, no mames.
But also, I feel like they have to understand who they're hiring, especially if you're spending each other. Like you know, like if you know potrillos, like you know what they play.
Right.
Like you're gonna know, you should know what they know. If you hire norteño sax at this point, like you should know, hey, they're gonna play norteño sax.
Right.
We were at the quinceañera and the quinceañera's boyfriend or whatever the fuck he was, he kept pointing up like, pero ya. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn.
And I'm just like,
Era pinche mocoso, hijo de...
he was- so we kept
Chingazo,
ignoring
vaya.
him, bro. We kept fucking ignoring him.
You should have told him, como le
And then at the
dijo
end-
Luis R. Conrique, a mí no me truenan los dedos, pa.
And then vino el papá de la quinceañera, hey, bro, I don't know who he is, but he está chingue con esa rola. He's with your daughter. Like, we pleased him the first time because he's with your daughter with the quinceañera, and she came and asked us for it. We're like, no hay pedo. But then they came to a time where the quinceañera looked embarrassed, bro. She was pulling him away, like, no, ahorita.
I'm so sorry.
He kept asking for the same fucking song, and then I'm like, man, bro, this fuck. But like, man, like, I feel like lately, like the end of last year in privadas, there's a lot of people like that.
It's
man.
because you're there to do a service, you know.
They're
You
from
don't even-
Durango too,
you-
bro.
Damn.
No, for real.
Like,
Suele pasar con la gente de Durango.
it was
bro,
crazy,
always.
man. It
No
was,
lie.
Especially
no
when
lie.
they're
they're
from Santiago.
Yeah, when they try to be snobby, bro.
And his name is no.
I don't remember the name, but it was a quinceañera.
Y la familia de...
Anyway, now let's go back to a little bit. ¿Cómo empezó? How was tryouts? O dónde fue? And all that shit with Deriva.
Shorty never said how you started playing the sax, actually.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm serious. How did you play sax? How did you transition to sax?
And when you were in other bands before Deriva, other than the
Oh, yeah.
Ramirez people?
Oh yeah.
No. It was just... Or actually...
You were Dorado.
Yeah, well, I left the Dinastía. Literally, también I wanted to stop, take a break, and I did about a few months. Y luego, pues, se presentó la oportunidad con Dorado.
But you were
when
playing
they-
sax already?
Yeah. Oh, well, the sax thing, when did I start? I started when I was like, I had to have been 12 years old when I first picked it up. And it was because all of us cousins, me, Fernie, my brother Fernie, my cousin Willie, and my other cousin Steve, we were already with Dinastía. We were not playing with Dinastía as much as we wanted to. So we were like, man, let's do our own thing. Like, we were fucking kids, bro. And so we did. And obviously, I mean, it was not that hard because all we really did was just borrow our parents' stuff. So it's not like we actually had our own sonido.
Traitors.
You know what I mean? No. They let us, bro. Like
We're just
ellos nos
sub-band.
apoyaron.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, they were like, yeah, just use our stuff. And las tocadas que tengamos, ustedes pueden echarse unas 4 o 5 canciones, whatever. And we would practice, and we actually had our own little band, bro. Like, legit.
So you had a band in the band.
Basically, it was like a junior band of Dinastía Ramirez because it was just the sons of them, you know?
And it was the
It's not
same
bad,
style.
dude.
It was
Same style?
well, it was actually more geared towards Duranguense. Actually, it was Duranguense. It was not norteño.
Duranguense style.
Everything. Durango,
Camino,
you know,
Like-
ranchero.
Durango Light,
Like-
como los
like-
primos.
no,
Some
no,
old school
no.
alacranes.
Yeah, old school alacranes.
Oh, okay,
Dorado
okay.
Show, that, you know, rancho shit. Lamento, yes, exactly. Así.
¿Para eso tropical o what?
También algunas canciones también. But yeah, bro, just rancho style. And I mean, that lasted about, I don't know, a good 3-4 years. And then at that point, well, I had joined Dinastía. And then we all just joined Dinastía. So the primos, we stopped being because we just became Dinastía Ramirez. So that's how I started learning the saxophone.
How long have you been playing saxophone for?
Since I was 13, 12. So 15 years now, más o menos.
Shit, so you're for like 40 now.
Hey, chill with that.
How old are you?
You're young as hell.
20, I turned 28 in August.
Damn.
Well, I'll turn 29 this August.
And you're old.
So, ¿por qué saliste de los Ramírez?
¿Quién te corrió, bro?
¿Te corrieron?
No, bro. It's
¿Lloraste?
just
¿Te drogaste?
we just had different ideas, different. I told them this. So
Well,
it's
he
not-
didn't like the name to begin with.
Well, that's number one. I didn't like the name. Number one, they know this. Number two, I didn't like I didn't like my pops. I didn't like my uncles. I didn't like no.
Hey, now family feud's coming out and shit.
No.
Fuck you,
No,
uncle.
es que no, bro. We
Usted
just,
nunca cuidó a mi abuelita.
Who's terreno?
no, we just had different ideas, bro. You know, I guess you could say.
She's a shop, pues, que agarra balón
they'll
ahí.
tell you this too.
Pa' que va.
I was the one who was kind of, you know,
No
like,
llore, chingo.
really like on their asses, you know, like let's practice, let's do this, like let's fucking record an album.
So
let's
you
get
felt
more
like they were
gigs.
just stuck in a level que ya no querían salir?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, you know, because especially my uncles, they're already older, no querían salir tanto, you know, this and that, and then we were not getting as many gigs as I would have liked. We were not playing at as many salones as I would have liked, you know, and I was trying to do my part
You
too.
just wanted to be out there.
Yeah, you know, I wanted to do like what everyone wants to do.
Wanted the exposure.
Yeah, exactly. And it was not happening, and we were not practicing as much as we said. You know, we had so many talks where we agreed we were gonna do something. Weeks, months would pass by, and like if we would make a little bit of progress, but it wasn't
Wasn't
just fall
enough
back.
progress for you.
But then we would just fall back, you know, to old ways. You know, like
What are you looking at my primo
we,
for?
we would be playing songs where, bro, we would be like, you know, not progressing on them, and I was like, bro, like what the heck, you know? I don't want to be stuck. I felt like I was stuck. But actually, I left. And I didn't join a group. I didn't leave to join another group. I just wanted to take a break because I was
Right.
like,
Went to school like Piggy.
Yeah, right.
For real.
But then the Dorado show happened, and then I was like, fuck it. Well, these guys clearly like they're about it and this and that.
How long were you in Dorado show for, bro?
2 years, but you could say just 1 year.
Did you ride the
because-
pony and shit?
Because I didn't. They wanted me to, bro. They wanted to make me, but I'd be like, ni madres, yo no me meto en
That's
eso.
$50 more.
How is he gonna ride the pony when
Ese
he always,
caballo lo tumba.
he always shows up on time?
Shut up. No, you could say it was just 1 year because 1 year of it was the COVID year where for everybody is slowed down. You know that
No,
one year.
no backyard parties or lunch parties?
Just a few of those, but you know it's not the same as like.
You catch COVID in those gigs.
Nah, bro, I was the one giving out COVID.
You're the super spreader?
Yeah, it was a super spreader. But so then Deriva happened, and they came to me while I was still with Dorado, and well, yeah, you know, I did want to go back to.
Well, they say you were there at the right time at the right
Say that
time.
again. Say it again.
They say
Right
you were
time.
there at the right time. When
Come again. Say that one more time.
What you mean?
How was the real story? Let me hear it.
The real story was that you know, you guys, I was still with Dorado, and then the offer was made. But I mean, like you said, it's not like you guys came to me. Like I was just a bystander there.
Like that,
And then-
like the one lady said, I was just a
That was the innocent bystander.
bystander.
And then I was like, oh, this sounds
cannot see.
promising. This sounds like a
Yo,
fun
Shorty
project.
vividly just came into, or it was your room, no?
It was
What the
it was
hell?
over with-
What are y'all doing?
It was Gil's room.
It was Gil's room, but Shorty like just like popped in, like.
What are you guys
just, like,
doing?
You guys need a saxophone player?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
Did I
hey,
just hear
nah,
that?
Shorty just walked in because somebody was off tone.
I was like,
Hey,
what's
my
going
boy.
on here?
Hey, you're fucking up in that fucking song. Is
Yeah, that's
that
how
what
it
you
went
said?
down. That's how it went down. What's up?
that what you said? Like you guys are a little off key there. You know? Fix that shit.
Let me fix it. I think I could join you guys and fix it.
Something like that.
So you guys went to Gil's house, recording Gil and Kike?
And Willie.
And
Well,
Willie.
it's because like prior to
Oh,
that,
fuck.
me, Pax, Lerma. Prior to that, me, Pax, Lerma,
Andres.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
Andres,
Willie.
Willie, and Javi from
Andres.
Héroes.
Oh shit,
We had all,
Javi!
we all had a jam session in the basement. I recorded it. Like we were just jamming, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then, I was
Es que es un grupo.
no, I was playing bass and Willie was playing drums, so we had already like meshed together there. And then when I was thinking about making the group, Willie hit me up that he was thinking about leaving his uncles. Baco was telling me that like he was down, like he didn't want to play music anymore, but he was down to make a group if it was Norteño Sax.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So why the name La Deriva?
Bro, well, to go back, Paco used to play with what were they?
Bandeña.
No, before Bandeña.
Los menores.
No,
Reto final.
Reto Final and Alex.
With Woody, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and Alex
And
was the singer.
And Lenky, no?
And Frankie.
Alex Jujaro.
You had Lenny there too, right?
No, not when I was there.
So
That was
you
before-
guys were a mini secta.
They were the
That was
beginning,
before
bro.
Secta.
That was way before. Bro, get with the program, bro. This is back in the day.
Yo no soy chaca.
No, they were not Chaca, bro. They were like
So-
Norteño Banda.
So yeah,
Yeah, so
the original Reto Final was Juanito that's in Decibel.
that was one of the beginnings of that style
Oh,
of music
okay,
here in
okay,
Chicago,
okay.
bro.
And they had charchetas. Then it was Woody on the tuba, Frankie on the drums.
Yeah, this way before Secta wasn't born, bro.
And I don't know who the charcheta guys were at the time. But
Let-
when I joined, it was me, Woody, Frankie. They were the owners, Woody and Frankie.
And you guys had Nick as a singer, right? I mean, at one point.
That was
Way before
me. So like when I joined, I feel like
You were 2.0.
I was like the 1.5 because
1.5.
because
you guys were out there for a while, man. 'cause I remember.
I say the 1.5 because in all honesty, bro, they sounded más chingón before I joined them.
No, I mean, I'm saying because that was a big thing. Like that's when these guys from what's his name this guy was out there.
It was Nick. No me acuerdo cómo se llama
The
el
Fum
otro
Fum?
guy.
Munchies.
When they were
or something
young.
Like that?
Monchis.
So-
yeah.
Munchies, right?
So
Oh, Fun.
Y Alexandra.
Nuevo ejemplo.
Nuevo Ejemplo was out. So it was Nuevo Ejemplo, Reto Final, but Nuevo Ejemplo was still a little kid still. So
they were like 15-year-olds.
Reto Final,
All those projects were basically Jose and Frankie, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like Nuevo Ejemplo,
Really?
that was Frankie and Jose and Adan. I mean, that's who's carrying the group right now.
Frank is really a band whore. I gotta bring Frankie over here.
No, what it's. I mean,
I'm a big fan. Frankie fan, actually.
he's been in
shout
for
out
a
to
while,
Frankie and Jose. That section, bro. Drums and tuba.
Por eso también macizones ahorita.
Fucking
Yeah.
macizotes.
They're sick.
Have you guys heard with the bass player?
Oh, fuck
He's a
yeah.
dog.
Fuck.
Yeah, bro. Like those old school like bands. They've been out. Like back in the day, like Reto Final was out there. CR Bandeño, the band you were in.
Bandeña.
Bandeña was out. CR Bandeño was like Luis, the guy I sing with. Luis, Chivo and a tuba, the guy that plays with Potrillos.
Yeah.
I forgot. I don't know who else they had but they had some badass musicians también, bro.
Oh shit.
They were out, and then you had like también where Fly was at with con Georgie. What was that?
Estilo especial?
Estilo Especial was out there at that time. I mean, like all those were the norteño bandas at that
I
time.
remember Estilo Especial. I was a big fan of Estilo Especial actually.
Those were the
I would go
one-
see them in downtown.
To
They
be
used
honest,
play.
like the big trio that was always together was Escuela de Rancho with Bandeña.
Escuela de Rancho
Yes.
también was
Yeah.
out there at that time.
Yeah, Escuela de
Now you
Rancho.
got all these newer versions of those bands. What you got, Secta, the
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, it's a good way. You're right. That's a good
like
way.
those were
What, Shorty?
those
I agree with what you just said.
It's like a way.
those were the beginnings of that style here in Chicago. Now you got the newer kids, the newer generation, because a lot of those guys kind of retired or they went
Other
back to the banda
bands,
world.
yeah.
Yeah, because if
Hibernation.
going back to those days, bro, the guys that would tour together was Orejones, Escuela de Rancho, and Bandeña. They were always together doing
Doing their thing.
gangster shit.
Well, when Paco was with Reto Final, yeah, towards the end, they didn't even have charcheteros anymore. So I would hop
keyboard?
in on the quinto. No, on the quinto.
Oh, the keyboard.
So
Oh,
it turned.
You?
Yeah, so we went all the way to Indianapolis one time, right?
In the van.
In the van.
The band
You
fell
went to the
apart.
racetrack?
Yeah, so pretty much the band was falling apart, but I was helping them out with their last gigs on the quinto. And their singer Alex, but we've known him for years.
So you broke up Reto Final and Bandeña?
I was the disease.
Come on.
Nah,
I was the reason.
Hey, Paquito's the STD and shit.
oh, bro. Yo soy the disease.
Hey, El Primo breaks up band too, bro. Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about that story. What happened here at the podcast?
Nah, you good.
So a band came out, and they were not a band the next day, bro. Just put it out there. Just put it that way. They all parted ways like the Red Sea.
Hey, si no saben aguantar con Celso Skinny, no vengan para acá.
No,
So make sure you guys have that strong bond, bro.
Bro,
we got it.
they seen me.
They seen your worst?
They seen my
We've
worst.
boxed it
Actually,
out.
we
He's been
closed
in
out.
and out.
We survived his.
He's
we
been in and
survived
out.
his first.
He's already been out and nada.
He already got voted anonymously out. Like, hey,
No, mi compa Celso sí ya pasó por su
He
menopause.
kicked himself
Ya
I'm
vimos.
good.
Ya
You
vimos.
kicked
Shut up, Shorty, you weren't even there.
We saw him through his hot flashes y todo el thing.
Hey, I'm a little older. They gotta understand, bro. You'll be there one day.
they're like, hey, just give him time. He'll be fine right now.
Yeah.
Half hour.
Anyway, back to the
Half a
beginning
year.
of the
pues,
Deriva.
we would go gig like with fake ass names like me, Pax, Alex,
Los Chocomil.
Los de Durango.
Chocomi. We were like Chocomi
Chocomil
Norteño with
Norteño.
Frankie. Like we would just find whoever was down to gig that weekend. Nos juntábamos and we would just go jam
See,
out.
that's fun.
3-4 hours, bro.
I
And
never
that,
done
and
that
that was the
shit.
name, Chocomi
Nah,
Norteño.
The real story was that, well, the group Reto Final had like fallen apart, bro. Like legit.
Frankie still had gigs, right?
El compa Frankie le gusta agarrar los gigs. Le valía madre, bro.
¿Quién iba?
Pues es que la net, no, he would go, bro. He
No,
would,
le valía madre quién iba.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like legit. I don't know how he does it, bro, but he's got a good connect, bro. You need an accordion player, he'll find one. You need a
He'll
drummer.
find one on the spot.
If he doesn't want to play drums, bro, he'll find a drummer.
His
Bro.
replacement still get paid?
Bro, según los tuba players are hard to find,
He'll
find a tuba player. Yeah. So what happened was that he was still getting gigs, bro. He was getting gigs a lo way. And we were just finding replacements. Junes would help us sometimes. Saul's cousin Edgar would help us sometimes, bro.
I went once.
Éramos,
Yeah.
I went once.
bro.
And we were
Éramos los Chocomil, éramos los vecinos, éramos los
los de la
compas,
cuadra.
los de la cuadra. Bro, every gig,
would
legit,
change the name.
we had a different name.
Carpinteros.
Wow.
Y
Los
pues,
del cemento.
yeah,
Cemento.
it got to the point where I'm like, I was spending a lot of time with Alex. So I'm like, man, I'm just gonna make a group. And I used to be a janitor, bro. Y pues ahí estás solo, so you're just in your thoughts all day
You're
working.
jamming all day.
Yeah.
Mapeando.
Yeah, so I was just like,
It's not a janitor. It's a master of the custodian arts, bro.
yeah,
Custodian
so es una
arts.
Or
maestría.
engineer, if their fancy name, engineer.
Y pues ahí, bro, I was just like thinking of names, and then I was just typing shit on Google. Y I came across Deriva, and originally it was gonna be like ranchero norteño, almost like secta, but like old school, like, well, I guess like with a secta has tuba, right? But it was gonna be with bass and quinto and shit.
Okay.
Kind of like Le Mans and shit.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. And pretty much that was what I was going for. But then Willie and Pax told me, like, well, we're down, but if it's like norteño sax. So Deriva became the project of a norteño sax group.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
No.
For the first time live on air. You heard
Quit.
it first. No, I think personally.
Fuck you.
No. We should change it. Well, it's your group, but I think it would be dope if it was just Deriva. Only Deriva. Not Grupo.
I wanted that, but I think there's like a Mexican rock and roll group, like and like Cali or like Bajo California that has the name.
La Deriva.
Ponle
Not
Deriva.
grupo.
They
What
used to
about
come up a lot.
derivation?
Ponle Deriva Inc. güey.
Deriva,
Yeah, I might in the future, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the story, you know. I just thought about it at work, and literally it was gonna be like a norteño, like classic, like ranchero group, but it turned out to be norteño sax. And once Willie was down, Paco was down, Willie hit me with, I know a guy that's down to play bass. It was Kike, and I knew how to play quinto. I was playing I was helping out Gilguerillos at the time, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll just stay on quinto. And then
But Kiki was just starting off on bass.
and Kike was just starting off on bass. I didn't know that.
Important detail right there.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but
And you kicked them out. I remember.
Yeah.
He kicked himself out. Kiki, shout out
Yeah.
Kiki.
Send a shout out to
shout out to Kike.
He quit.
Send a shout out to all
Yeah,
your
he did.
previous members.
Oh shit,
Celso and
It's a long list.
yeah.
Celso and then
Shout out to Gil Garcia.
pre-COVID
We were actually
Celso.
with him this weekend. He was
Preset
Hey,
pre-COVID.
Deriva's the reason he joined Dorado Show. Let me just say that. Because after it didn't work out here,
He went
he
over
was
there.
like, well, let me just do Dorado
You
Show
took
now.
him. You took him over there.
It was a 2-for-1 deal.
This is a swaparoo.
Did I?
Es mi
do
primo,
that?
es mi primo, acéptelo, por favor.
That's pretty good, Celso.
Yeah, but I guess when we went to go pitch the idea to Shorty and all of them, pues ya everyone was down. Like literally, nomás nos faltaban los singers.
I heard my compa was part of the initial,
We're gonna get
the initial
there.
group.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
We're not gonna talk shit about Sexteño today.
You can talk as much shit as you want, man. They don't listen to this.
Yeah.
We'll know if they listen to this.
So I think one of the requirements
Fuck 'em.
that Shorty and Gil and Willie, they're like,
we can't be that fat.
I think you guys had said like in the previous bands or whatever, like you guys didn't have like a singer like que resaltara, right? You guys wanted a singer que resaltara
Yeah,
that
yeah,
like that could give you like that norteño
lead man,
sax
a
feel.
good lead man.
Yeah. And so it turns out I'm at Ella's and it's like a whole norteño sax jam session at Ella's. And Ricky's brother Abel.
Abel. Shout out to Abel.
Shout out to Abel.
El de la Pixona.
De la Pixon.
He came up to me. He's just like, bro, I heard you're making a group. And I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, I'm looking for singers. He's just like, well, Misa is looking for something, you know? He's trying to get out of Saxteño.
Bum, bum, bum.
So,
What?
Yeah. So okay.
I'm gonna put sound effects.
So before that,
A ver, mi compa
Screen is
Jose.
gonna
Fucking meteor drops in the middle.
You gotta edit it to just his face for his reaction.
Just know that Misa was thinking all week of what he was really gonna say today.
He's
No,
nervous
no.
as fuck. Did you see him all dropping shit?
He got up.
Hey, he wanted to
Call.
fucking sabotage the iPad and shit.
let's just chinga tu crema tus chiles. Anyway,
Watch.
so at that point, Celso was still with an Adrenalina, but that was like towards the end of the band already. And we were talking. We were like, hey, let's make our own shit, mejor, güey. Stop fucking around with these bullshit ass musicians que quieren ir una vez y no quieren ensayar o quieren ir a tocada.
Shout out to the bullshit ass musicians.
Diga
man.
nombres.
They want to practice and just get paid. You know what the fuck is
They
that?
don't want.
you
They
know?
don't. None of my guys wanted to practice anymore.
Practice?
They wanted to get.
A ver, diga nombres.
And we were still talking. So me contaba el güey. There was a point where I was in Saxteño and he couldn't find a drum player and I went. Ya tenía como 2 años que no tocaba trombón. It was a quinceañera, I
We
think.
sucked ass.
Dude, I was embarrassed that
Your
day.
cheeks are like this.
No, my mouth was like the next day estaba pinche like.
Estaba bien pericado, güey.
No, fuck you. No, yes.
If he would have been on that, maybe he probably would have played better, right?
Probably.
'Cause I tried to play like last year and it was horrible.
Ah,
man.
dude,
Bien pericado.
I haven't played like in 7 years. No mames.
Así estaba yo. So I think it was me and Pedro, la perra,
Yeah.
playing trombone, and I'm like, man, I fucking sucked. But we pulled
Es
through.
que
We
yo
got-
andaba estilo Frankie.
Buscando por
Al
There
tocar
was a
la
tuba player, and
desgraciado.
I never seen him before. I'm like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Es primo.
You got my fonteras and shit.
Right? So then we were during that time. I was in Saxteño already, and we're like, hey, let's just do our own shit, man. Let's do our own like norteño shit, you
We
know?
wanted norteño.
Yeah.
Straight up classic norteño.
Yeah, we were gonna do our own.
En las cumbres.
Yeah, like shit like that. Dude, have you heard us with that shit? Oh.
Oh, we recorded karaoke.
We have recordings.
So then I think me and Abel, we were Ella's and we were talking about it. Like, yeah, you know, I might get out and we want to start our own shit with Celso. Y luego, pues, dude, we were all drunk. Y luego, he goes over to you and tells you about it. And then, you know, I think that was just one of the first times, couple
We
of
had
times.
talked,
yeah, we
right?
talked.
Yeah.
And like, we seen each other on stage, but we never really, you know, talked and shit. Y ya, pues, you know, I give you my number, we talk. Y le digo, hey, pues, I got another singer if you're looking for 2 singers. Güey. I'm like, I got another guy too. He'll be down. So I called Celso before COVID.
Yeah.
Yes, we go practice. I think
Before I died.
I think we practiced at DLS that time.
Yeah, DLS.
He said, este güey se chingó como un 12 él solo de
I
pura
was so
cerveza.
nervous, though. I was so nervous as
Yeah,
fuck.
man. He had the stand. The stand full of beers on the floor.
Get pissing and shit.
I only had like 2 beers.
That was a red flag from the beginning.
You guys should have known.
You should have known.
Fuck you, Sal. You weren't there.
Nah, but you
I
want to know something badass, bro? I feel like when we were all playing, the first song we started with, I think was Barandales, right?
Yeah.
We all looked at each other when we heard Celso sing, bro. Like, we were surprised, and it was something we were looking for. Like, we all knew it, like, instantly when he started singing. Like,
Yeah, you feel it. You know.
That
You're
Misa,
welcome, guys.
that
You're
Misa wasn't it. And
You know,
that-
you know that's that sound that you want. You know.
well, it was weird because, like, obviously we sent them the song. I sent Misa the songs, and he obviously sent them to Celso. And the first nigga that sings was Celso. It wasn't even Misa. It was
You guys are
Celso.
like,
You were already planning your escape. You're like,
Yeah.
I got it right here with Celso.
I'm like, Celso got this shit, man. He got it. This
No,
is
y después me quedaron con la vida en un hilo. It's like,
Yep.
you guys
Oh,
got
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. San Primavera.
I never
Oh, that's a badass song, dude.
But I think I got it. I practiced.
Wait, wasn't it that we practiced at your house first, I think?
Nah,
no,
DLS
Was it
first.
DLS? And then we went to your house, I think.
Yeah, well, what happened was...
which one's not being?
What had happened?
What happened was...
Because I remember you guys recorded it at practice.
It's because my man's got out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, ya habíamos practicado como 2-3 veces at DLS, ¿no?
Yes.
With both of them?
Yeah, with both of them. And then, like, we were, like, starting to get
I didn't even know about that. Bro.
Yeah, we were starting to get the ball rolling.
We were in. Because even that same night, we're like, hey, bro, like, you're
Who's
down?
in? Yeah.
You guys even took my compas measurements and shit for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
band?
no, see, bro. And he said,
But you guys,
El Copa Misa said, yeah, I'm going to let the guys know tomorrow I'm quitting.
but you guys had at that time you guys had keyboard like estilo like
Nah, we were going to be like versátil, like a little bit of everything.
yeah. I
said,
remember you had
"Fuck
like keyboard. It's on the badass.
You hated that shit.
Hey, man, here's one pitch.
You hated it.
You guys ever thought about putting melodion on your norteño stuff?
What's that?
The little
The
one.
mandolin?
The one that the one Patrulla has, Melodion.
Oh,
the little-
with the
With the little popote.
Yeah, you guys ever thought about that? I mean, that'd be badass in the norteño scene, bro. I'm just throwing it out there, man. If you guys see it next week, you know what happened.
Well, it hasn't been done. You're right about that much.
Y'all should try it in banda first.
I will try. We actually been thinking about having an accordion and shit.
Every banda has accordion.
Yeah. But I mean,
There is a banda that has an accordion.
Oh, wait.
Tacalosa.
Hey,
No, here in Chicago.
Oh, Caliente.
Oh.
Caliente?
He plays
Arrasadora
two
has
songs.
not Arrasadora. Nueva Raza has a keyboard.
hey, I'm just saying.
We're
That,
always busting his chops, bro. Fuck.
but Trillos is a salary. You know, I'm an accordion player, bro.
We're hourly.
He's looking for union.
You looking for the union? Yeah. All right, man.
Hey,
You gotta come to the bright side.
I'm looking for an administrative job within these bands.
Administrative job. So you trying to book these bands and then get them gigs?
No, I'm just trying to be the guy who takes care of the payroll. you
That's a
know.
mensajero.
Human resources for all bands.
HR.
He's trying to change the books.
Like I don't know. I always wondered if there's this in the norteño bands, like in the bandas. There's people that go around to your practice and help you practice, and they acomodan la banda, like they teach you guys. Like is there that kind of person in the
It's
norteño?
like
His
people-
name is Shorty.
Like at the studio, there's people like when you go record. Obviously, there's people like that in the studio. But literally here, like we come up with ideas. Like let's try this, and this, and whatever like works out. You know.
It's a group effort for sure, because we all have our own ideas. And I mean, I'll be honest, like, you know, even though these guys always give me, you know, props for whatever, you know, my ear and whatnot, there's other things I don't know much about. Like when it comes to percussion, drums, I suck at that. So lo que es Junes, lo que es Paco, obviously you guys grew up with that, so you guys know way more about that and know how to explain it and know how to, you know, like whenever something needs to get done, they'll tell the drummer how to do it and what to do it. Even though like I have an idea of what
you
it
want it
should
to
be.
sound?
We don't know how to
I don't know how
explain
to
it right.
explain it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I don't know, but you gotta do that, bro.
You just gotta do
and
it.
then, like Junes and Paco will do it.
Like you don't know how to tell them how many redobles in the.
Yeah, I don't
little
even
mixer.
exactly. You know, like hit the floor time and do this, and hit the contratiempo and do this, and I'm just like, I don't know what you just said, bro, but that sounds right.
It's
Maybe
going.
do the.
Yeah, exactly. So
Hey,
we fill each other's gaps where one person is like my weakness is their strengths, and maybe vice versa for them. You know, like we all have our own strengths and weaknesses. It's a good group.
It is. Honestly, yo cuando llegué aquí, me gustó la energía, bro. Like, I'm way older than them. And I still feel the same way. Like, cuando escuché otro estilo, and, like, it wasn't my style, but I was like, oh, let me see if I fit in. Dude, like, their energy was like, oh, what the fuck, no mames. Like, this is the type of musicians I want. Like, que tengan
You wanna be a
ganas.
part of?
No, like, that's the energy I wanted. Like, they want to practice.
Some young
They
bucks.
quieren hacer algo chingón. Like, they don't want to mess around. They want to fucking be
They don't want to settle.
Right. I was already like 3 years in, not practicing, just getting gigs after gigs after gigs. Like, I had customers like up the booty hole.
So here's one question for you, Primo. Was it hard going from being the owner to being an employee?
Actually, no, because thanks to Junes, al principio sí me dio la rienda, because he knew that I had customers, my kids.
La Llorona?
La Llorona.
My bad, bro.
He knew que yo tenía mucha clientela.
Experience.
And then experiencia. And then, dude, I can talk my ass off to clients, dude. And
When it comes
bro,
to like Perico, you know, he could do it.
I had good relationship with a lot of people, especially with the comités. Misa seen me go back and forth, negociar con los comités, with the customers. Like, dude, I had work year round, bro.
You plugged up.
Yeah. So June sí me dio la rienda de eso. Like, yeah, sí. Él estaba bien verde, bro. I'm like, bro, let's do things like this. Empezamos así y acabamos así. The thing that threw me off with them was the distances. Ellos viven por allá y su clientela de ellos es de allá. I'm more Chicago based. So my distances are way shorter. I could have 4 hours here in Chicago, quick action. Ellos, no, I got to think about them because they got to drive an hour to get here, then plus whatever we got to do here.
But then también you got to think about where you guys want to have the band at, where you just want to play for this kind of gigs or that kind of, because I see it in different bands where you get the gigs, but también no quieres burn up the band. No quieres quemar,
Right.
no quieres quemar el grupo, la banda. You're like, hey, yeah, we could get those gigs easily, but you don't want to like
Yeah.
make the band look like
Por eso,
because
actually,
I feel like when it comes to gigs, like if you go to certain places, then this other place is not really gonna give you work all the time because then you're like, oh, pues that band's over there with the
ops.
no, not with the ops.
Well, that's how it is, though.
But the
Yeah.
with the lower class of the bands. Let's put it that way because there's fucking levels in this shit.
Very
Honestly,
true. Very true.
You know, I say it like it is. There's levels to this shit, and then when you make a band, you try to maintain your band at a certain level where you want to keep it there because you want to charge what you want to charge. Because if you go to this certain place, you're gonna burn out the band. And then you're gonna be like, well, you're going over there and you're gonna pay $300 and you're trying to charge me $800. Like, what the fuck is going on there? Like,
That's one of the things cuando after COVID, or not even after COVID, after I came back, yo le dije, no quiero hacerme cargo de nada. Que me llame, ahí te va. Que me diga esto, ahí te va, luego. Because I already knew and I didn't want to be in that position anymore. I didn't want to be, oh shit, these guys are fucking me quieren dar $400, bro. Like, oh no, like we're not on that level anymore, bro. We've been practicing, we've been recording, and all that shit adds value to your band. So
we're wearing the same clothes.
Right. We're not wearing the same clothes. And I know where Juma wants to take the band. So I was like, you know what? Nah, si yo empiezo a hacer eso otra vez, it has to be away from the people que I played. It's not talking shit about the people that I used to play for, but it's just I wanted to step out.
Yeah.
You know, and then basically expand. And then the way Jumba que yo veo que ya lo está haciendo, I'm like, he got it.
Yeah.
So it's easier for me to be like, you know what? Ya estoy tranquilo, bro.
Well, when you got a band that you got the recordings and the talent, I mean, you back it up like Carlos said last week. Like if you're gonna come here with these musicians, I'm gonna give you that money. But if you're gonna come here with these kind of musicians,
right?
Then am I gonna get a fucking discount?
Actually,
yeah. Like,
He was,
what's going on there?
That was a good point, bro. Si tu músico está on point, ensaya, trae sus instrumentos, trae everything on
and
point.
they sound legit.
And they sound legit, bro. Like you're worth.
Yeah.
And they got the following.
Hey, it counts.
And everything counts.
Because you guys do a lot of social media, and I see that counts for a lot. Because now the social media that counts for the people that are following you to these gigs, and I'm sure these promoters know, like, hey, this band's gonna bring me minimum 50 people, or 100 people, and then I feel like people nowadays look at this thing. And then they're like, oh, well, this band was at this certain place, and this certain place kind of like, you don't want to go there because it's like the crowd is a whole different. Yeah. And then now you bring that band to this place, and you're like, no me los van a pelar because they were just at this place or whatever, you know. Yeah. Like I said, there's certain levels to this shit, and you wanna keep at a level where you feel like your band's always gonna have that upper hand, and they're gonna be able to charge what you want, especially because you got the talent to back it up, the music to back it up. And then, you know, you always kept the band at that level and try to keep it away from going down and up and stuff, you know. And then también el tipo de música that you guys have, I feel like it keeps you at that level. Yeah. You know,
what do you think, Junes?
Nah, well, I wouldn't say we discriminate like to anyone, like any promoter. Like honestly, si quieren jalar, like let's work. Like if it's the right price.
But sometimes you go there for the first time and then you go back and then you're like, we ain't going back there.
Well, yeah, también. You know, we had some instances.
We're talking to you, Estrella.
Hey, I'm not even gonna say shit, but fuck that shit.
Fuck was like,
how much they pay?
Sleeping.
Huh? How much they pay there?
No, they'll pay you.
No, we had a bad incident.
But we had a bad experience.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I remember.
Did somebody? What happened?
Nah.
Good story, bro.
Short story.
No, cuéntela toda.
So we went to go play midweek on a Wednesday. Turns out we get there, fucking schedule's all fucked up. We don't end up playing. We go outside and we're just hanging out. Nah, not even.
Bro. It was our beginning.
Yeah, it was the very beginning, so it was whatever. We were outside.
It was our first gig, actually, I think.
No. We played there before, and that was our first gig.
was already there.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's like a year in already.
So we don't play. We go outside. We're all talking. I'm parked right next on the street.
And shit, like, what's up, bro?
No. And some dude, some dude was just on the parked behind me, and then he fucking
grabs you.
In front of you.
He was behind me because he hit my taillight. As he was hitting my taillight, and these guys are like, yo, I think that guy hit your car. Fucking shit. First guy, Celso.
Hey, the G came out of me. G came out of me.
He jumped out of his car.
He didn't even say nothing. He didn't say, I'm going to go after him.
Nah,
He
ran
to his car, puts that bitch in drive.
And he went.
Boom.
And then
the Fast and the Furious, right?
Yeah.
So he clipped my taillight.
He was Vin Diesel, bro. Family for family.
And then I went. Me and Celso both chased this guy down. He hit a red light, and I got in front of him. And the guy, I guess he got spooked or something, but he fucking ran me.
Oh shit!
And he was pushing me. Yup, he was pushing me, and
That looked like
I was
Kermit
just,
the Frog. You know
I was
how
just
Kermit
fucking
the Frog-
sliding in the
You guys
fucking
like Mario Kart and shit, right?
That shit was fun, bro.
bro. I was just sliding in the car, and you know, we started chasing him. I had the cops on the phone. They were like, "Don't chase him." I'm like, "I'm not letting this go. Like, I'm not gonna let it go." And then we go, and
Tell me what to do.
Celso ended up finding the car. The cops showed up. The guys dipped. They left their passports there. They left everything there.
What was it, a legit car or was it?
It was a rent, bro.
Oh, was it
I had-
before shit?
It was a brand new truck. La habían sacado apenas. Tenía placas
Yeah,
temporales.
permit, yeah.
This before shit, stealing cars got in
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes, so yeah.
Bro, it was a Dodge Ram. He had a Dodge Ram. It was a big Dodge Ram, and I have a
You ran
Honda
away.
Accord. So he hit my Honda Accord, and well, they dipped out.
He's gonna move you out of the way. Big
He
ass
did,
truck.
bro. He literally fucking put some on Belmont and Cicero.
Yeah,
Right in front of Walgreens.
Yes.
yeah.
Ahí di una pinche vuelta.
There's usually cops around there though, man.
Nah, bro.
No,
No,
bro.
nada.
Well,
And I chased this motherfucker all the way down.
point is that shit. I mean, we ended up figuring shit out.
We came up.
We came up, but it's all good. Pero
And Celso came up
I
had
came
nothing
up.
to do with the
Fuck
fucking.
you, bitch. You gonna pay me. Chasing your ass.
let's just say my car's fixed, and I got a new driveway.
Now he gets the Dodge Ram.
So I'm interested to know who was that person.
Oh, you guys knew him?
Yeah.
Panfilo, bro. Fucking
This guy.
Panfilo and fucking.
Nah,
I
he
guess
was-
he was the runner, the beer runner, the club.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Because I sent the pictures to the guy and he's like, hey, we need to talk. I'm like, what do you mean we need to talk? I'm like, I know the guy. I'm like, yeah, we need to talk. So yeah, as soon as it happened, me and Sal were like, hey Sal, like, ponte chingón.
We could have gotten some new speakers, man. You fucked up.
that could have been your.
Hey, nah.
That could have been your club.
Hey, that's me and Paco in the gas
Yeah.
station trying to get.
I don't know what-
tickets.
You guys showed up.
I
to
mean,
the
I got
meeting
new
with,
speakers.
and that's
With a
how.
fucking
And that's how the Calentanos podcast came about. You know,
Yeah.
we bought all this shit.
So you came up.
Nah,
Now you're doing
yeah.
different podcasts. La charla.
No, but I
What's
mean-
that?
Como anda de hater.
Back to the point. There's,
Compa José Casares. La
Anda
gente
de
de Bravo.
celoso. Anda de celoso. No le creas.
No, no. Ahí trae un marquito.
I'd say there are certain places that we kind of
We hungry.
we don't go to anymore because of certain reasons.
Yeah. Very true.
I mean, yeah, certain reasons, but you're trying to also keep the band at a certain level. You know?
Yeah.
Trying to keep that
Right.
image.
We ain't trying to get rammed no more.
No,
they don't like to play in Chicago,
and
bro.
and then
we do.
it's that, and
I
then
love to play
and then with
Chicago.
certain
Just
customers,
Marielas.
too, 'cause, you know, you go there with them first time, and you're like, nah, we're never going with that family. Fuck that shit.
Si se portan mal, yeah.
We haven't gotten to that point.
They're my
I don't
blacklist.
think.
All right, fuck it.
Families are still good with us.
They feed us.
They feed us.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
long as
but-
it's food, bro. Good food.
They feed y'all. I don't need.
Hey, have you guys ever been to a gig when they don't give you nada?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you go to the bar, they're like, hey, los músicos no pueden.
Oh, want to hear a badass story?
It happens, bro.
When we were still playing with our pops,
At
bro,
Pier Banquets, para salud.
when we were still playing with our pops, literally it was like we were playing for some people from Durango, from Santiago, and it was like a fancy like 15 or wedding.
It was a wedding.
It was a wedding,
They probably had
and they
plates
had all the
counted.
plates counted,
Yep.
and like they sat us, but they didn't have any food for us, bro. The people in the
They gave you
back,
bread and butter?
nah, the people in the back,
Everybody was eating steak.
yeah, steak. Y los meseros from the back, and everyone making the food in the back. They're like, because we were giving them shout outs while we were playing. They're like, ahorita les vamos a traer comida de nuestra parte. Bro, they brought out like 2 pizzas the size of this fucking table.
Damn.
Just for us, bro. Tell me why the people that were eating steak, like,
They wanted
they
pizza,
wanted
bro.
our pizza, bro. They didn't even want to eat their food no more.
No mames.
So we ate, and then once we started playing, like we saw people were walking by our tables taking slices. And
We
shit.
want pizza.
Yeah.
It was Congress, probably, bro. Oh, shit, the Congress is good.
Congress. Yeah. Congress is good.
They got
I
a
haven't
new Congress on Grand.
De estos pelos tú, ¿eh?
And Gannon,
I can talk
I was just around there today. Fuck.
Congress. Grand.
I went in there.
By
so-
Independence Boulevard, like it's Independence.
No. It's by Grand and like right there by Central Park.
Yeah, yeah. I remember.
You guys ready for this?
Yes,
So let's go back to Misa.
Let's go back to Visa.
Oh, you guys put my compadre.
Ese bicho ya está dando calor.
Bring out the facts.
Drama.
Bring it to
Hey, let me
tacos.
see that bottle again.
Right here.
Bring out the facts.
Hey, but I was saying about that pizzeria way. No, but it looks like a fucking currency exchange with the fucking thick ass.
It's in the
glass.
corner, right?
Yeah, it's in the corner.
Hey, I'll take Congress any day over Mama Luna's, bro.
I never fuck with Mama Luna's. Actually, and I used to live right there in the corner of it.
I fuck with Villa Pizza.
Well, who you fuck with?
What's the pizza that you ordered for me?
Aquí?
Yeah.
Dinicos.
That big ass pizza you be getting?
It's good, man.
You don't like it?
I didn't like it.
Fire.
Le voy más a Grandstand, right, compa?
Eh.
También.
Tú eres de pinche barrio allá.
But
Pobretón.
Congress pizza is the best one for me.
Congress, I fuck with. Yeah, I fuck with
They
Congress.
got the badass cheese, bro. Like if your cheese is good, I'll fuck with it.
Did you ever fuck with Father and Sons back in the
Yes,
days?
back in the day, yes. I'm
My
Milwaukee.
mom used to work for that.
Do you remember Guy's Pizza?
No.
No, you never went there?
No.
It was too hood?
No, yeah, it's
It was in the ops side, right?
Yeah.
Hey, there's a pizzeria too. It's called Yo Mama's Pizza. That ass. You guys have been there?
Yo, mamas.
No, I'm not trying to be
No.
funny.
He's dead
bro.
serious, bro.
It really is. You've been.
I know.
Bro, I look at you right now. No, you don't look serious, bro.
Look it up, bro. Look it up, bro. I'll tell
Hey,
you
bro,
exactly.
what made you cut your hair, bro?
Hey, for real.
Hey, we want to talk. Can we move on to the next question?
Era la mujer, okay?
We're talking about
I
practice.
thought it was two different guys.
We're talking about
Choose,
practice.
choose. Let's go back to Misa.
Let's go
I
back
thought
to
it was two different guys when I'm like, what happened to your saxophone? I think I asked you that. What happened to your saxophone? Same guy, man.
He mighty morphed.
It's more for time.
Since we never got an answer, so why didn't you want to join us, Misa?
Yeah.
Do you want me to lead to that part?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, so we had already practiced a couple times, and then we met up here to practice, and Shorty broke the news to us que, pues, because Dorado had a little incident. He was gonna stay with them.
Yeah.
Because Shotty had a
Oh, he was going to stay with Dorado?
That's well. I was gonna originally.
He was coming with us.
but then this. I don't know. I don't know if you even knew or
Yeah,
about this or not,
they
but there
knew.
was an incident that happened in Mariela's.
Yeah, I remember that. Against
The
Caramba,
whole
yeah.
fight. Yeah. So then.
Were you there?
Wait, you were the one that beat
Did
up
you
that guy?
switch?
Shorty was sleeping.
No, that was the other shorty. The other he's
Shoddy.
Well, it was him and a bunch
So
of
it was Shorty and Shoddy?
Yes,
Yeah.
Y los dos se
Shout out
pegaron.
The Shotty lows.
And,
Shout out to my boy Shotty, honestly.
and my cousin too. He was in the mix too. Balazo, pinche Balazo.
Balazo was in the mix?
No, I shouldn't have said that.
Wow. Balazo
Hey,
was
just,
in the
you know,
mix.
my cousin no está bueno para editar, eh.
I'll fucking
I sent him a whole list and it's still there. I'm like, oh, okay.
Fuck you. No, I did.
I didn't notice. I'll be honest.
We'll talk about it off podcast.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing this podcast.
I
is
did my
in the
homework. I even have my
Fiction
notes.
category. This is all fiction. None of this.
I mean, he didn't come out. He came out on Univision with a neck brace and shit.
Ooh. Sure.
Shoddy?
No, he's talking about the singer.
I recognize him because of the hair.
Hey, I'm not even kidding you. The whole funniest thing about that was that while all that was happening, because we played that night, we had already.
I was there,
finished.
man.
I was.
You were there, compa?
I was inside my.
I saw the
All of
tambora player,
All of us
todo
were there.
sangrado, tocando la tambora and shit.
That's where I first met Junes. He just,
I saw-
just
I saw-
hanging
out of practice.
Out of practice, we were hanging
Yeah.
out.
I saw it on the news. Huh?
Bro, yeah, I missed it, bro. I was fucking sleeping.
I just went for like 20 minutes.
Because you guys were playing on stage and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you were
well,
playing on stage, compa?
when we got off,
Oh, yeah, right.
we got off. I went to go do something outside.
You guys party a lot.
pase.
In Paso, Carolina.
Pinche liñón.
And then when,
You
then
guys
when
party
I,
a lot, man. You never see me out in the clubs like that. I'm just speaking the truth, man.
Es que uno que le gusta el pase, mi madre.
nah, I don't.
Anything
Pedro's
for the,
drunk.
anything for the cameras, though, right?
No, I mean, they know I don't go out.
Nah, you don't go. Man.
I'm
Hey, pero
I'm a weirdo, I guess. I don't know.
lo que no,
I'm
no
tired
sales,
of it, bro.
Lo que no sales aquí te es que estás allá en Vegas, man.
¿Fue por el mandado o no?
What is that?
Hey, that's why you got people making fake profiles and asking me, "Are you quiero entrarle al negocio?" Because you're fucking fault. See how so there was a fucking fake profile and the motherfucker sends me a message talking about, "Le quiero entrar al negocio." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's all this guy and shit making up.
It was the feds.
Right? It probably was the feds.
Faustino, gracias por el patrocinio.
He's like, oh, you're going to fucking Wisconsin to pick up what?
That's why because for the
Yeah,
reason, bro.
bro. Yeah, I'm pretty sure,
You
yeah.
got people fucking blowing
Somebody's
up on
fucking with
social
it, bro.
media and
Somebody's
shit,
fucking with
I'm
right?
gonna pick up some.
It's
cheese.
because you're the one with the Tahoe way. You're the one with the expedition. I'm the one with the old ass
Mine is from 2015.
I work 20
man.
days and 20 hours a day, bro. What you want me to do?
Y 20 hours con la potrillo. Shit.
I'm a hardworking Mexican.
Fucking $6,000 a week.
I wish, bro. I wish that shit. That would have been bad.
Anyway,
I want to be here.
back over here. Back over here. This not derail.
So, Shorty, why you cut your hair?
Shorty, oh yeah, Shorty, tell him why you cut your hair.
Oh, we still on that?
Do you lose your powers like Sanson?
Dude, honestly,
Yeah, because he's squeaking lately. Oh.
You're using rubber bands again?
You need a
Alright.
Rudy Muck norteño,
And
bro.
that's the podcast, guys.
What's your favorite mouthpiece, bro?
Are you using rubber bands again?
Nah, bro, those I had they wouldn't let me do that
A
anymore.
half
For
dollar.
real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he's a half
why would
dollar.
you? I don't understand. Why do you? Is it a sound or what?
Give me powers, bro.
For real?
No.
Ahorita pide $.
Just bad habits.
Really?
Huh?
Really? For real?
Yeah, I just lost a ligature and I just didn't want to go buy a new one.
What's the
Oh my
what's
God.
the mouthpiece you recommend, bro?
Not
the one he's using right now.
bro. You're asking the wrong guy. I don't know.
One with.
I mean, I tried
ligas.
playing saxophone one year.
Ask my guy right there, bro. He loves mouthpieces.
And I was
that's all he
using
talks
the-
about.
I was using the
That sounded a little gay, but
What you mean?
I was using the
Talking about
Rudy
the one
Muck
with the ball,
norteño,
you
the red one.
Oh, I have that one.
Yeah, it's a good one, right?
Jody Jazz.
Oh, it was good for the Duranguense.
I was actually like, because there was a time where I was messing around with a macizo,
Mm-hmm.
so I would play like songs with it, but just by ear because I didn't know anything about saxophone. So I was like, fuck it. So I would practice with Jonathan. Saludos, mi compa Jonathan. So we'll be at one of those guys' houses, and we'll be fucking playing the saxophone, and I'll be following him with the saxophone. But I don't know what the fuck. I was like looking at him like, all right, let's fucking go. But I suck at it. That was the last time I played.
That was the last time with that mouthpiece.
I sold him. I bought a saxophone, bought a mouthpiece, and I sold it. Saludos, mi compa Raúl Lavitia. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He used to play saxophone back in the day también. He retired.
Raúl
He-
Lavitia?
Yeah, he played with Machos también All Stars.
Oh, okay.
So he was the guy that was there when I was there with Tony, him, and Jonathan.
Jonathan, yeah.
Yeah, and then he retired. He got a career and stuff. So he actually lives around here.
No shit.
Yeah, pretty cool guy. Cool. Saludos para la gente de Durango.
Saludos.
So yeah, bro, why you cut your hair?
He's not gonna let it go.
Why did I go away?
Once you tell him, we can move on.
I mean,
It was just-
I had
it
long
was
hair,
time,
bro, and I miss
It
it, bro.
was
I
time.
don't like to.
It was just time, you know.
I used to get braids and shit.
Yeah, me too.
I'm grown.
No, I'll probably let it grow out one more time.
I took
actually.
out the eyebrow ring, the earrings, and everything. I took it all out.
Cock ring too.
Yeah, no, that was still there.
No, honestly, I got a little tired of it. Just keeping up with imitating it.
The conditioner.
Maintain?
Yeah, because
Maintenance was the
The
problem.
conditioner got
I was just
expensive.
like, man, this is too long.
Man, I ain't trying to shower every day.
Yeah, bro.
Head and
that's
shoulders wasn't cutting
annoying. Fucking showering. Who the fuck does that? 2023.
But you're not supposed to wash your hair every day, though, bro.
I know. You're not supposed to. For those of you who don't know,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to.
I wash it every day.
No.
Well, you have long hair, you don't, bro. Si no se mira muerto. You split your ends.
You gotta let your natural oils keep it,
Shiny.
shiny for you.
Okay, no.
Like Maui says.
greasy, aka
Yeah,
greasy.
yeah, that's my first thought.
all you
Greasy
people who have not had long hair cannot relate. Please,
I had
keep
long
comments to
hair.
yourselves.
If you haven't had long, beautiful hair,
No, but
Don't
no.
hate.
Honestly, it just got yeah. It was just time for a change again. I had it for about almost 2 years, and then I was like, man, I'm gonna cut this shit, and it didn't look good on me, bro. I was fat as fuck, so I was like, man, let me lose.
You're
some
looking
weight
good
first.
now, shorty.
Let me
Though.
lose some weight first, and then I'll let it grow out again. So I'll let it grow out again soon.
You're looking sexy.
I don't know about that, but
You're looking sexy, my boy. I see you. I see you.
who's the youngest one in the band?
Right now, Fabian.
Fabian.
What does he
How old is
play?
Fabian?
What does he play?
drums.
He's a new drummer.
23.
Oh, you guys got a new drummer, right? You guys had like a whole sweepstake, a whole month of tryouts and shit.
Biggie didn't make it or what?
Bitch, we had a week to try out.
Yeah, week.
Bro, lo que es
Bro,
that-
this guy is fucking.
Sweepstakes.
Dude, this guy. He's talking shit, bro. Don't let him talk shit.
Lo que es Deriva, we've gone through hella saxophone players and hella drummers.
And singers, what
Wait, let's start with how Shorty didn't get back in. And then we'll go through the
We'll
fucking
start
list.
that. So Shorty said he's out, and then
Oh, he gave you the bad news or something like that.
yeah, he gave us the bad news. He's just like, I got some good news, I got some bad news. The good news is this is a good practice, but the bad news is I'm out.
He did say that. Damn. He did say that.
Man, that's badass. Man. I wish I could do that.
It's like, honestly, it was a good ass practice, bro. Good ass practice.
For y'all.
News,
Was he like the kid from the Miami? He like, good job, good effort, guys.
Yeah, bro. Basically, bro. And then he came out like, well, the other news is like, well, you know, that's how he talks. Well,
But it was
well,
all because of the Dorado incidents,
So you guys
Es
heard
que-
about this weekend, right?
Es que Juanito lo manoseaba
Yeah.
allá en Dorado. So shout out to my boy Juanito.
Bro, you can't
Shout
be
out to
saying that shit.
Juanito.
His wife's gonna watch this.
But it's gonna be coming soon to the podcast. Actually, I just spoke to him.
So once he told us he was out, we're like, well, fuck it. We still have his cousin Gil. Gil's just like, well, I don't want the responsibility of being the first saxophone player. So
I'm out.
salió. Bam, 2 saxophone players out.
So then you became that old school norteño band.
No. So then Kike too. Kike's just like, well, if Gil and Shorty are out, well, Like, como que, like, he's just like, well, I'm out. And then he kept changing his mind. He's like, well, I'm in.
Backstory.
What
to
did Kike play?
Bass.
Backstory to all this. Gil and Kike son cuñados, right?
Yeah, they're cuñados. So
Their wife probably had like, hey, if he's there, then you go. If you're not,
maybe, yeah, they had a little contract. So what happened?
What had happened?
What happened was Kike was just like, yeah, like, I'm still down to be in. So de volada me puse a buscar saxophone players. I hit up Nino, the old saxophone player from Sangre.
Now
Which is now
Norteño
Los
Sax.
Norteños.
And, yeah, Los Norteños de Sax. And Kike couldn't. Like, he couldn't go. And it was urgent. To me, it was urgent. Like, yo, we
you
gotta
just get it started. Right?
Yeah, I'm like, we gotta practice with this guy. Like, how are you not gonna be here?
And this after you guys already practiced with
Misa and Celso, you know.
No, ya estábamos.
I didn't remember that practice.
Yeah. Well, so
that practice, I think that's when Saul came.
let me get to that part.
Yeah.
It was like
That's when I quit.
matching shirts and shit.
the whole time. Yeah, the whole time I'm like,
That's when I quit.
the whole time I'm like, man, like, how is like Kike not gonna come? So I hit up Saul. I'm like, yo, can you do me the favor? Can you come to practice? Like,
And fill in.
You fill in. You play quinto. I'll play bass. And the whole time I'm like, man, I'm trying to get Celso and Misa to stay. And like this bullshit happens.
Yeah,
you know?
like how am I gonna do this when I don't even got a complete band?
Yeah, so I'm like, fuck
And
it.
I wasn't asked to. I was asked to like fill in for the practice. They helped me
And
out.
you just never
get the-
left?
well,
Yes.
kind of, yeah. But keep going.
Yeah, and then pues ya llegó Nino. We fucking had a decent practice, you know. Misa and Celso are still there.
That's the record. That's the practice you guys recorded. I think.
Yeah,
I remember that one.
we recorded that practice.
I have it in
And,
my phone somewhere.
and Nino, like, he kind of liked it, you know. He was still iffy. I think we practiced like 3 times, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Nino's one of those like musicians that he wants everything to the T, which is a good thing, bro. Like,
Maybe
For-
he's an old school musician.
yeah, so like,
I remember seeing him in Chema.
Yeah.
yeah, I heard of that story that he used to
Badass.
play there. And
That's what remembers me. I'm like,
Was he there?
I didn't even know. And he's like,
I don't know what
"Celso,
years, but yeah, he was there."
¿Cómo andas? So I'm like,
That was probably like
fuck, this guy remembers me.
03, 04, bro.
okay.
Yeah.
03 from 03 to 05 around there.
So-
I was in
I remember him in European.
Shout out to Nino because like in 2 practices, bro, he made us like really like I wouldn't say really good musicians, but we were like
We got pushed.
the way we were practicing was like here, and then we got like pushed. I remember like Celso and Misael just like you guys had to hold your notes like this.
And then when you got musicians that are at a certain level, you kind of want to make sure you're up there with them. trying to,
Yeah,
like be at the same level, plus, you know.
he like pushed. He set a standard, bro.
Yeah.
And like we all wanted to be at that level. Like he was
Yes.
telling Willie to play cleaner. He was telling me just to play low notes on the bass.
Yeah.
he knew what he wanted to
He
hear.
might have told you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He told me to play straight, like keep it clean, like
Yeah.
no nada, just keep it straight.
and
I love that.
it was decent, bro. For the first
You
2
felt the pressure.
Yeah, the first 2 times that we practiced with them, like he's just like, oh, the recordings sound decent.
And then he said, "Y'all had a good practice, but
Yeah, and then he hit us with,
shorty.
and then he hit us with Shorty. Like he's just like, nah, like
But me and him,
yeah, he's just like, this ain't it.
Yeah.
Y luego Misa.
was he retired already?
Yeah,
for a bit.
he was retired and he was kind of like looking for something.
So let me compadrino. We actually played at his house for like 5 hours.
I think it was his work too. He had
his
his
work.
business.
Oh, yeah,
He's like a
work.
general
He
contractor.
has his own
Yeah,
company.
he has a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Y pues Misa at the end, like I don't know, maybe I don't know, no estuvo la confianza. He was scared, you know.
He saw a lot of
He backed
had a lot-
out.
He saw a lot of substitutions going on.
Yeah, he
So,
He-
llevé a Celso y lo aventé y lo dejé en un
Pretty
un buen
much.
lugar.
Me dejaste como a Gizmo. Ah. Gizmo's his
He
dog.
said, "This is my chance. I got a tape."
I'll be
fuck
back.
with him.
I'll be back, Celso.
He literally said that. He's like, ahorita vengo.
Hey, I gotta go out to my car real quick. I'll be right back.
No le hables a nadie, ahorita vengo.
I remember todavía que lo llevé, the Nino practice, todavía me acuerdo que lo llevé y andaba bien crudo este. Que
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
remember that.
Yeah.
I'm like, Misa, ponte verga.
What the fuck practices on a Sunday? Sorry.
It was urgent,
I
bro.
told him, like,
I mean, you guys were doing substitutions, but I want to.
I told him, hey, I'll go away, but you gotta pick me up. Wait, I'm fucking hungover.
I remember that.
No, y compré like 4 micheladas. Misa, ten.
Lo reviviste.
Lo reviví.
Pretty much.
And he's like,
I just remember the big gallons of water you guys had in your
Oh, yeah,
basement.
yeah.
he had a whole skid of it. Yeah,
Free ass
bro.
gallon.
Was it from the Millennium and shit? Or?
The water?
Yeah.
Y2K. Y2K.
Where I work at, a semi had like all this water and they literally for
was
free.
thirsty.
Well, they were trying to get rid of it. So they hit us up like, you guys want water? We had like 10, 15 pallets at work.
I should have hit me.
Y me chingué como those pallets at work.
Badass, bro. Hey, free water, fuck it.
Se de ahí que sigue mi Junes.
Huh?
De ahí que sigue.
Nino left, Misa left.
Nino left, Misa left. And then I'm like, fuck, otra vez a buscar saxophone players.
So
then
you
we-
already had a primo with you? Did he committed then?
Yeah, Celso was committed.
Well, in that time, Primo, Celso had put out on MySpace. I mean, Facebook.
Estás buscando.
No, he had put it out that he was gonna end Adrenalina. Remember that video?
Yeah.
He put it out.
You did a press conference, primo?
No, yeah.
He made-
I had to, bro.
he made that video, but he was already with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had to,
I
bro.
know about
Honestly,
it.
actually, our last gig was like in November sometime.
Well, I remember. I think I helped you out your last gig. Right?
Yeah.
That was right here on.
Grand Terrence.
Gigante del Sur.
No, it was on
Yes.
Narragansett. No,
No,
it's on
it was
Narragansett.
Grand Terrence on Grand and Austin, because de ahí me acuerdo que I got super drunk. Y nos fuimos,
¿Cuándo no?
y nos fuimos a ver a Primavera. 'Cause I wanted to see what the whole game was about. I'm like, I heard Primavera. Everybody who doesn't hear Primavera, but I want to see it live.
Yeah.
So me fui con mi compadre Mario, y su esposa, y también yo me fui con mi esposa. Y that was the first time que I've ever paid attention to like norteño con sax. I was like,
In that way.
this is how I have to sound. Y aquí tengo que hacer mi tarea, y aquí me tengo que agarrar, y aquí, pum, 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 pum. Pero, yeah, bitch.
So how do you feel going to you now? How do you feel about back from running all that stress and Adrenalina?
No.
To now.
Es como dije hace rato, the stress is gone. The stress is gone. I'm good. Me siento bien, bro. Like, they brought that energy back on me. You know, I love music, dude. I've always been passionate about whatever I do. Lo que me gustó que they brought that back to me. Y yo por eso le digo al primo, le digo, he always talks about like, oh, no, ya me voy a retirar. I'm like, I feel like I have a lot of years in me. Hasta que yo piense que I don't look good on stage anymore, I think that's when I'll
Ya
stop.
cuando esté todo arrugado.
Let me, ju-
Neta que sí.
let me just tell you, Misa, lo sanamos, bro. Le quitamos el diabetes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No me la quitaron.
That was after
I'm
COVID.
stable.
Ya nomás como agua.
Casi se moría, pero lo curamos del diabetes.
You guys were his fountain of youth?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Honestly, I feel good, bro.
The second one?
He's sucking us dry.
I'm 37
took your
years
hair,
old,
bro.
bro. I'm 37 years old, y honestly me siento la edad de ustedes.
That's
Con la
good,
energía
bro.
que me dan, and I'm like, no mames.
Insert Kermit here.
I feel old then.
Yeah. Honestly, me siento la misma edad. Especially, you guys know, like, off stage soy una persona, pero on stage, fuck you. Soy a whole different person, bro.
Eso sí.
How did you go from? I mean, I think we both listened to the same music, Tierra Caliente wise. How did your playlist change? You started listening.
Drastically. This fucker,
I sent you like
he sent me playlist. Él más que nada has influenced a lot. Él me ha dicho, like, he sent me a lot of old school shit, like, corridos.
Was it hard going from Carro Coco to Barandales en Puente?
Neta que sí.
my man.
I'm
said-
sure, bro.
My man
Fucking
didn't know any corridos, bro.
No, bro.
I had to send him like 40 corridos,
Dude,
bro.
he made me learn 15 corridos, que yo me acuerdo, 15 corridos for Zacatecas within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Good.
I remember
And he's
that.
like, hey, this
Because
playlist.
that nobody's asking for that Carro Coco out here, bro.
No, they never heard it.
And I always told him, like, bro,
That's a badass corrido, by the way.
Hey, you gotta drop it.
No, yo lo escuché y luego digo, mira, esta canción, Modesta Yala was one of them that clicked on
yeah.
us, and they're like, you guys listen to that song?
We know.
Yeah.
My
That's
pops
a
used
jam.
to dedicate that song to my mom. So I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's a Cochito song.
Nah.
I'm like, nah, bro. We're like, we play that song. And then one day on the fucking gig, we just popped it out. We're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You know? It's been badass, bro. Like, yo, honestly, como les digo, me siento joven con ustedes en el escenario más que nada. Like, dude, yo me transformo. Like, you guys see me off stage. On stage, I'm like, fuck you. Like, I'm a whole different person, bro.
Mi compa Celso se transforma, pero con la cerveza.
Nah. Actually, I control my liquor this weekend, actually.
Yeah. Porque andaba
Algo
mal.
light.
Andaba light.
So how long you been in the band now, in and out?
Just once.
Let's get there. Hold on. Let's make our way there. Hold on.
All right. Go ahead. Tell your story.
How long has it, La Deriva been existing already? With that
So,
name?
like 3 years.
Yeah,
3 years
About
now.
3 years, yeah.
Mhm.
3 years this February. Yeah, pues yeah.
Are you guys gonna do an anniversary baile or what?
Honestly, bro, because a lot of people have been asking us too. I don't think this year, just because like I don't want to do something a las carreras. We're investing a lot this year and stuff, and
But wouldn't that be good for your investment though, to make that money back a little bit?
it is. But I don't want to just do something like when I think of an anniversary, I'm thinking of a like fresh fits, fresh portada, a new set.
Cake.
Like
Cake. You can't forget cake.
Cake, you know, like everything just fresh, bro. And the way we're going, like I want to build up to that. Maybe next year will be like something more extravagant.
Are you guys?
So who's running the band? Like, are you in charge of everything, or
Yeah.
you run practice too, or
Well,
everybody?
How can I say? We all choose songs, and depending like the week, depending what we're gonna play that week, that's what we go off of. What we're gonna practice.
So do you have anybody that says, no, I don't like this song, I'm not gonna play it?
Yeah, but
Can't say that.
we can't say that. That's something we came up in the beginning.
Can't
We
say
all
that.
choose.
Oh,
we play
you know
it.
what?
Well,
Here's my another question. Do you guys all get paid the same?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me the truth.
yes. Bueno, a mí me paga,
I know some-
150 la hora. Pues yo no sé ustedes.
I know some bands that some people
A
got,
Shorty le pagan 180, creo.
I know some people that get in certain bands they get paid. Some people get paid more. Some people get paid less. But I mean that's the way they run it.
Honestly,
That's
aquí
their
somos-
business.
somos
I
iguales,
think
bro.
bandas are only,
yeah.
because I think from what I heard, tuberos get paid more or some shit like that.
No, aquí se paga todo igual, bro. Y
Well,
honestly,
where I'm at, everybody gets paid the same. But I know bands that the owner told me, like, no, al tuero le pago tanto. Okay.
To keep
Singers
them.
get paid también tanto. Ay, compa.
you okay?
Just making sure that shit is ticking, man.
That's just ticking, bitch.
Hey, go ahead, go
I
ahead.
mean, last week we had a little instance. Ay, lo que pasó.
So, yeah, there was two different agendas going on y no me estaba apareciendo. Yo le dije, hey, even after practice, I'm like, hey, Paquito, like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, I don't know, just wait till my brother gets back. I'm like, well, something needs to happen because this motherfucker's taking full control of some shit.
That was only one day while he was gone. He had just left.
Yeah,
one day.
And then we had
It was
like
a
3
whole month.
practices.
It was a whole month.
Yeah.
He was gonna be gone for a whole month, and he had only been gone for like 2-3 days.
Is that when you quit, primo?
No.
No.
Well, I was about to. Actually, that was my first.
Nah,
That was your first warning.
Nah, we had a practice here,
I came back and we had another saxophone player.
and
We had
then
two.
And a whole different crowd.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Different set.
Wait, for real? You came back and it wasn't holding the saxophone?
Another saxophone.
Yeah, it was
player.
two.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
But point is,
Yeah.
The saxophone player.
Yo estaba cantando, so I'm like,
and it happened to be that night there was a full moon. Usted sabe que la gente se aloca, you know.
Y luego más con drogas y alcohol.
So,
And your own posse le metías
un pequeño cizaña, pero
la neta, hubo pelea, pero en la pura cabeza de Celso. He was fighting his own game.
You guys already had gave him his spot, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right? When you got
He
your
had
spot,
it.
unless,
my boy gave his own spot. That's the thing.
Yeah,
yeah, but
I think.
he's saying the main guy from the band.
Sal,
wasn't
you were here
so-
still, right?
Yeah, I was here, but I'd say the thing is there was clash of ideas. Like he wanted his own thing, and he started putting things in without June's approval.
But then he also brought another vocalista.
Oh yeah, he tried.
He tried to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the
Oh, it was the
Fuck
guy
are you
from
doing?
what band was it? He was a
was a
singer.
Revelación
Show
también.
de Revelación.
Oh, the
no?
Galaviz guy?
Was he good?
No, tanto.
Carlos Galaviz, no?
Nah, we would have.
Nah, yeah.
Now that I remember, I think I was in that group chat when he started mentioning that he was gonna bring on the snap.
Damn, and while all this was happening, you were still in the group chat.
Yeah, I was like,
Mi compa was like, he was
I'm like, what
he
the
was
hell's
laughing
going
like
on?
Jordan on his iPad and shit.
Hey, this guy's eating popcorn. Like, oh my god.
Man, this
I
man's
dodged the
gonna.
bullet there.
now that I remember, me acuerdo que se dijo, dice, hey, ¿qué tal muchachos? ¿Qué tal si traemos I forgot who.
Yeah.
I remember that shit. Anybody want a beer?
So you guys,
But
you guys are blaming it on mi
There
compa, mi
was
primo's
a
posse.
big ass commotion.
No,
going.
yeah. So the commotion all started with the posse, bro. The thing is that
No, it didn't, because it was a month of this shit, and then the posse came, but Jules was back, and then the posse's like, hey, what the fuck is going on with this guy? And
Yeah.
I'm like,
We couldn't find it. That's
So
the
I'm
thing.
like,
nah.
okay,
This is
you
what
know
really
what?
happened.
Bro,
This is what
you're
really,
lying. You're lying.
Nah, this is what
You're
really
lying
happened, Tino.
right now.
What really
Saludos para la
happened,
gente en Potrero y la gente de Teizapa.
the real story is that
Stay away from the posse.
they told Celso, hey, like that little nigga, he's coming up, you know. And Celso in his head, he made this own plan to sabotage us. He was like, he texted Junes. He's like, hey,
Bro, after practice,
la
on the way
net-
home.
Nah, yeah.
You
so
guys
like,
can't use los barandales del puente because I sing it.
so thing is that Celso just texted Junes and he was like,
Creo que tu compa George tiene otro plan. Él quiere cantar or whatever he wants to do. I'm gonna just step aside, let him be, let him do whatever he wants to do.
It's the last
I
time.
don't know whose
done.
water is this, but it's here.
It's closed. That's it.
No, I don't know if it's.
but
So that's exactly what it's Cicero juice. Am I lying?
Celso did say that.
Yeah.
I mean, I had my share.
Just wait to the next.
A whole paragraph, and then he's back the next week. Like, what the fuck? And I told him, like, I thought you kicked yourself out, nigga. What the fuck happened?
Hey, that was Celso. But
Damn,
you dig.
wait.
Saludos con Lupillo.
But
He did it. Man. I always call him out on this shit.
hey,
bro. I thought it was
but
hilarious.
real talk. At the end of the day, I remember I was driving and Junes is like, look at this bullshit. And I was like, God damn, what the fuck? And I told him, I was like, nah, let him know that he's always gonna be la reina de la casa, you know.
Fuck you. Nah, I didn't want that. I was just like, hey,
Le
like,
compré un Starbucks.
I just wanted to see what the
But
fuck
your
was going
frappe?
on because there was some fucked up shit. Like, había un chingo de.
Pero primo, you can't let motherfuckers get in your head though, bro.
Nah, bro.
That's-
It wasn't
that's-
that. It
that's
wasn't
one-
that.
That's one thing I learned the hard way, bro. Like
He sabotaged himself in his head, bro.
Nah.
That's what really
El
happened.
tío Javier literally told Celso, like,
vales verga.
now, honestly, shout out to them because they were all here pisteando, having a good ass time. I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. Literally, like 20 minutes later, I got a fucking hace ya ni una vieja, you know?
Did he write sincerely? Celso on the
Hey,
back?
con mucho sentimiento.
Hey, hold on, let me pull it up. It's right here.
Fuck it, let me get a copy. Put it on the pod.
Put it up. I got you
We'll
before.
put it on TikTok.
I know it wasn't that way. I know it wasn't that
Nah,
way.
but honestly, like,
He dated it too and shit.
I got you.
Sincerely from Celso. Nah, but I
P.S. Fuck you.
yeah. Honestly, I can see his side because like a lot of shit was going on when I wasn't here, and like obviously all his boys are here, and they literally gave George the approval, so maybe he felt a little bit insecure, you know.
No, it wasn't insecurity because he sucked. But like, it was just,
Hell yeah. Say it like it
the
is.
fact. It was
Say it with your chest,
he
primo.
did, but it's just the fact that he kept taking control.
He did.
You weren't doing anything. You weren't saying anything during the
I
practice.
just got back.
right. So you weren't
He was in
saying
Durango
anything.
eating pinole, bro. And you fucking bugging him.
Like, and I'm standing there like,
And some
and then he's like,
queso
okay,
maromita.
ahorita voy a cantar otra canción yo. And I'm like, deja, voy a pisar.
So he was
Entonces,
literally telling you to step aside and he was gonna sing?
yeah.
And then he said,
You let him do
And then
it?
and then he said,
kept
let's
singing.
bring in another singer.
And you let him do
and
it?
Then, and he brought another singer. I'm like, let me go fucking drink.
So then we had
You had to sing on?
So we had two saxophone. A sing along. We had a sing along.
They had a
I'm not here to
woo-off
compete with anybody. That's my thing. I'm not here to compete with anybody. Si yo
So-
estoy, and I'm it.
So I felt the tension, you know, and
Yeah.
we had two saxophone players. We had Celso. We had George también que quería cantar. And I told George, I'm like, this is the way things are gonna be. And he already told me like he wanted to bring in Fonsi. So I think that was like the last shot for me. I was just like, hey, bro, like literally, this is how it is. If you don't like it, you know, you can leave. Y se fue. Y aquí no se, like literally, like shout out to Heriberto because he stuck through us.
He's
Yeah,
still.
That's the
He
guy
had-
from Guerrero,
It
right?
was,
Yeah.
No. First it was George and he brought his cousin. It was George's cousin.
Oh, he brought, so he stole
Fíjate.
saxophone. Yeah, three.
Fíjate.
So
You guys had three
It's
saxophones?
because
No.
Brigada at the time had 3 saxophone players. It was Peter, George, and George's cousin. I forget his name, bro.
He-
'Cause
he-
literally, I think he came for like 2 practices.
He was gonna be with the Cibel and he left the Cibel like.
Oh, yeah.
And then he came here and practiced with us. And then ya cuando pues we said no to George, se quedó. Oh, también trajo Heriberto.
And he stayed.
And Heriberto stayed,
You
you
guys
know.
had 3 saxophones too?
Well, we had two.
At some point, yes.
They were coming and going.
Yeah, they were coming and going, bro.
No.
Imagine how I felt, bro. I had already like.
You had a revolving door for saxophones and singers.
yeah, and I had
Bro.
already gotten the okay to do the debut, and I'm like dealing with all this shit.
Oh, fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Because people keep changing shit. But
Yeah.
I'm like, where did he go? He needs to keep control. If he's not going to keep control, Paco, you need to step up. And Paco's like, okay, le voy a pulquear. And he's pulqueando with fucking old boy.
I'm gonna just say from
From the bottom of your heart.
from day one.
P.S.
From day one, and he said it earlier in the podcast. So rewind.
Minute 120.
Yeah, Soso has been June's right hand man on leading him. So why would I step up if he has been the right hand man? You know what I mean?
Pero because you're
Hey.
his brother.
Ah, vale.
Ah, vale. No te digo.
Nah, but once everything got like straightened out, yeah, hicimos un set with Heriberto.
Yes.
We got the ball rolling. Y se hizo the first debut. And
The first
It
year.
was pretty nice. It was pretty nice.
honestly, like what Celso was saying, like he has his people. It was nice because obviously we have his, like all the people
His
from
posse.
Guerrero, his like all the plazas that he had, you know, we had like them backing us up. We had our people backing us up. And at the end of, at the debut, pues we had all those people there, like just there for us,
Yeah.
and it was a beautiful thing,
It was.
especially for like a new group.
I remember Tony even told us that he had never seen most of those people there at Mariela's. He said we brought in a whole new
Yeah,
crowd.
it was a new
Yeah.
crowd that came in, so he was happy with that.
Yeah, that was a beautiful night. Beautiful night.
Damn, man. So you were
Fuck you.
You causing drama all early and
Fuck
shit.
you.
Nunca llegaron las carnitas.
How many months was that in?
Dude, that was from like October to January.
So that
February.
Yeah,
No.
because from January to February nos pusimos las pilas.
Yeah,
and we practiced a
practice,
set
okay.
for like 1 month.
So
Yeah,
do you
con
guys ever tell
Heriberto.
people like, is either your posse or us?
Yeah, pretty much. Nah, pues de, you know,
No, pues.
Celso got his confianza back.
No.
But
de ahí,
like,
mi compa said, hey, these are the rules. Eso es lo que se va a hacer.
Yeah.
Do you guys
I'm
have
like, well, this is what I needed. I needed to know who the fuck is in charge because obviously old boy thinks he's doing his thing.
do you guys have like open practice to everybody or what the fuck?
Nah.
We were like the homeless shelter, just taking everything.
No. I'm talking about anybody could
It
come.
was a jam session every practice, no?
Bro, well, honestly,
I mean, because
también-
like we had practice, right? But
There
yeah,
was no
like people,
control.
certain people could come, but like, hey, you know, like you're not like it was only band
Hey,
members. Like,
well, it's 'cause we would
we'll talk shit, about, like shit. We'll talk money.
Yeah.
We'll talk band rules, and like, hey, you don't want people that are not in this. This in
in your business.
They're about to hear all this shit on here.
We can chop some shit off if you guys wanted to worry about it. We can.
I mean, you don't want people to like know your business, like how
Right.
much you get paid and this and that,
Yeah.
you know. So like
You
usually
get
our
like
practices
bail,
are close,
Exclusive, right?
Yeah. Unless you invite like your, you know, somebody that tienes confianza.
Yeah,
so-
close friend.
Yeah, but other than that, like you're not. Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna say no, but if you're bringing them every week, then you're
Nah,
like,
well, it was kind of crazy at first because like Celso would be like, yeah, these clients are gonna come and check us out, but it'd be a whole comité.
Just that one time.
from the comisario to the treasurer and shit.
Just that one time.
¿Cómo te vas a
Yeah,
poner?
nah.
Huh? Pero honestly, like, los bailes que de Guerrero, like, they were popping, dude.
No,
Yeah, they were dope.
Y lo recibieron a toda madre, dude. Like,
I think after our first debuts, first 2 debuts, our first actual privada, and then we went to comité
Yes.
baile. It was really nice, bro. I
Lo recibieron con botellas.
a different crowd and like
drugs.
honestly, I didn't know that in Guerrero they listen to like norteño sex. I did not know that.
everything, bro.
They listen to everything.
The northern part listens to
Bueno, vale.
a lot of banda
Echamos
and
todo.
norteño. The part where he's from listens to that carro coco shit.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like a big fucking line
ellos
right in the
sí,
middle.
ellos sí son de esos banderos. De
Norteño.
los sax.
Well, 'cause
Yeah, el grupo 2020.
Guerrero likes jaripeo a lot
¿cómo se
too,
llama?
right?
La ley del
Yeah,
norte.
yeah.
No, ¿cómo?
That's where they're from.
El
That's where
Omnibus,
he's
¿qué se llama
from.
el grupo?
Yo soy el pinche cochito. Like, I'm straight up cochito. Like,
Like we're pegados a Morelos.
Okay.
Like us, we're in the north.
Yeah.
Side. Like we're by Tasco and stuff
They
like
be
that.
fucking with the sones de banda over there.
It's all
Yeah.
bandas on there.
Yep.
yeah. No.
But then you go towards his side, that's where like all that hardcore tira caliente
Dun, 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 dun.
Trocas federales.
with their saxophone and tuba and stuff. You know?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Well,
We're-
it was nice to like know that they had our back, bro. Like just his clientele, bro. It was a beautiful thing. And like when we would release like our first videos de barandales and
They'll share.
al ver que te vas,
Dude, now look at it. We suck.
and alambrados, you know, and we would get like a huge like reaction. I remember when we made the group, we didn't post a picture ni un video, but we had like 1,000 followers, like on the first like 24 hours. Like,
It was a good 11 months,
yeah, it was a good.
almost year.
A lot of things have changed since we first started playing. Because I remember with Alambrados, Celso could hit it at first, but we weren't the best musicians. Now we sound a little bit better, but he can't sing.
Saludos para la gente de San Luis Potosí, de Villa Juárez. I'm saying you got a message.
Ooh, that just sounds like that's where your drummer's from, Villa Juárez.
Yeah, Rafita, saludos para los compadres de Norteño con Sax. They sent a shout out to you guys. Man.
Shout out to them.
For sure.
I did a little video on Snapchat
okay.
and story.
Rafita.
Saludos.
Ya me quiere ahora sí, ¿verdad?
Ya se quiere, bro.
That's
Ya son amantes ahora tú y él.
Hey.
That's not
Actually, mi
right?
compa Steve, le voy a mandar unos saludos a mi compa
También,
Steve.
bro, he said he loves you,
I
bro.
love him, bro. He's a beautiful person.
So we had a pod last week where Celso met some of my other friends.
Okay.
And it was good.
Dude, we click quick action.
Well, I mean, they're old school musicians like I am, but some of them are retired. Some of them are doing their own thing. And I mean, it was fun. It was fun.
It was super fun.
Because we
Who took him in? Well,
Right here, my boy.
took them in one.
I just like Frecuencia because we didn't do no drugs, man. We're
Damn.
You're the one that taught me the drugs, bitch.
nah, it was a different time, man.
Anyway, let's go back to the story.
So then,
Se completó casi el año, right? We were about. So
November.
once everything
so you told
started.
Primo, like, no, como te bailes, no more, man.
No, we were down. Actually, we were down. Like we were happy. Like
Hey, are you guys down for charity parties?
Festivales?
it depends.
We are though.
We were talking about that in our
done
last
it-
pod.
We've done it for church. For
Yeah, we've
churches.
done it for
Yeah.
churches.
We were talking about in the last pause that there's a lot of bands, new bands that no le gustan tocar.
They haven't been through that struggle.
Yeah.
Of going to Romeo Bill for free.
Or ir, lo vamos a dar unos tacos y unas cervezas.
Unas gorditas,
we
unas
have.
tortas.
Yeah, we've gone to some free ones. some
Every
charity.
year we try
I
to
think we
do a
lost one
couple.
in the
Yeah, we do like
in
3
the
or
Camino.
4 a year.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to do, man. Like,
Yeah.
what happened?
He's out.
You guys' argument is no está currucando.
Yeah. Well, I was just about to explain when he came back, but Shorty,
He's listening.
véngase pa' acá, mijo.
So who came back? Shorty came back?
Yeah, well, after a year, we were about to record our new album, and like Heriberto was getting really busy with work, and things were starting to get complicated with him. So he decided to step down. We were already jamming out with Shorty, and we told him like, "Hey, we're about to record this album. You down?"
De un día para otro.
Hey, well, the EP.
Shorty went from playing
and we-
Quiéreme to playing Los Barandales del Puente.
Yeah. And like the best part was like it was like all over again from the beginning. I had to go and pitch it to him again, and he was he was interested.
Well, we got new rules.
Yeah, he was really interested this time.
So you're no longer in charge of.
Yeah. So I think we went to go talk about the EP and like the way things were being run in the group and
the EP.
his ideas were gonna matter.
Are you guys gonna give him like an input on the EP and stuff?
Yeah, honestly, it was cool. Like the way everything. What was it? 6 songs.
It was
The
a
way
good
we came up
project.
with the 6 songs, so it was a nice project.
Yeah.
And then right after that, nos dieron la invitación to be a part of the DLS album.
Yes.
I have a good ass story about that.
Oh, that's like
What's up?
como te hicieron, ¿cómo? That's
¿Cuándo que te hicieron?
Con los
me
que te
acuerdo.
hicieron.
como te las hicieron.
What did Primo do?
You know Gio, right?
Yeah, su compadre?
Mi compadre, güey, fue de...
The first time I met Gio, bro.
So he was
Sorry, hey,
Oh my god.
let me apologize for
was he like his posse putting stuff in his head?
Nah, bro. So
Se me puso bien
the
pedo, mi
one
compadre.
that went on. I'm like, he's just like, it's the first time. Well, I guess the second time we're gonna record, you know.
Huh?
And
He wanted to play drums?
They showed. They showed up. They showed up with the 24 pack. They showed up with the 24 pack to like before we even started
Le pusieron
recording. They had a good ass time. Let me just put it that way.
They had a
Pero
good
si se hizo o no se hizo.
Se hizo, but ask Celso how he felt about the product though.
Everyone got
Well,
COVID.
it sounded like shit, because...
Is that the Barandales one or which
Okay,
one?
ahí te va.
Which song
that
was it?
story?
So you got fucked up before you recorded?
No, I recorded fine.
Which song was that?
Espérate.
Pero estabas ebrio.
I recorded... No, I recorded...
Ebrio de amor.
No, listen to this. Ahí te va.
Hey, let me see
Ahí te va,
something about that song.
it's a little towards you.
What you mean?
Okay.
was
Ahí te va.
We're bringing them bands again, shit.
You want to throw this bottle?
We had practiced a song,
Here, throw this bottle him.
and it was just me. Me. No tenía segunda, no tenía tercera, no tenía nada. I recorded it, boom. Cuando dijeron, ahí la escucharon, dijeron, oh, vamos a meterle una segunda abajo. And then you guys did it. So cuando ya la escuché al último, yo ya estaba pedo, and I'm like, no se escucha bien because I didn't hear it this way as we practiced it. Because it didn't have a segunda on the bottom.
So it was segunda the whole song?
Yes.
Welcome to my world.
What song was that?
That's all the Sexting songs.
Que llegaste
Well,
a
both
mi
of
vida,
them.
paloma querida. And I'm like,
A ver, cántala. Dale.
It was that one y también la de El Diablo en
El
una
Diablo.
botella.
El Diablo.
Right.
Okay.
Esa sí estaba bien. La primera estaba mal because I'm like, yo la canté como yo la canto solo.
Yeah.
Now you guys are trying to shove something in there in studio y me quedó media descuadrada because
Yeah.
yo la canté ya diferente.
But it's because those songs are sang.
Pero,
with segundos.
no, hey, but honestly,
Yes.
sin mamadas.
Dile, güey, dile tú.
This has nothing to do with it.
No. Because if I would have practiced it the way I would have practiced or recorded it, I think I would have done it better.
Better.
than
I'm
what-
just asking. I'm just asking.
No.
No
Because-
me griten. No me griten.
Okay, let me say something. Do you think that you should have recorded the
Solas?
No. Pero
No.
I think
Oh, la
it
segunda.
should have been studied. It should have been studied and it should have been
But
more meshed.
if
Okay.
you remember, we only had
'Cause
we got the invitation a week before the
Yeah, we
whole
did.
project started.
We were the first ones to
No,
record.
we had-
Second.
we
Second.
had
We had a week.
No, we had a week.
We
We were
had
the
a week.
we were the first ones to
Okay,
record.
so why did we practice it with no segundas and all of a sudden in the studio you're trying to do segunda to it?
I'm pretty sure
It's the time.
we said we were gonna do that.
No, bro.
'Cause the
It
recording-
happened there.
'cause
I'm
the
pretty sure because cuando ustedes dijeron, I think it has a segunda. You said it has a segunda. I'm like, all right, cool.
Es que Gio
Do
dijo.
it. Do it.
Oh, so okay, so what?
Gio dijo.
Somebody influenced me there.
Okay, so what happened with Joe? What did he say?
No,
he was
No,
on
no,
fire.
no, no. It's because these
He
guys,
was-
He just brought the beer. That's
they,
all.
had, they had a good time.
Yeah, they
Said
just-
had a good time.
I'll
real
bring
good
the
time.
beers.
Ya cuando you know I record my shit fast.
I'll bring the
Yeah.
beers.
I'm like, yo entro y salgo rápido. And then they did the changes after the fact. Ya habían grabado todos.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, la canción lleva una segunda abajo. Let's do it right now. So ya iban todos. I'm like, ya se escucha diferente como ya la había cantado yo. That was my thing with that.
Let me put
Now I sound like shit.
So are you still heard about that or what?
Now, let me put it this
I'm
way.
not-
Gio was coming up to me or coming up to Celso and like, yo, is June's mad?
Yeah, he was.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiple times throughout the whole fucking night, bro.
¿Está enojado, primo?
And I was just
Why
like,
though?
Because you know how Gio is when he's drunk.
To be honest, bro, good thing my boy Gio stopped drinking. I'm glad you're sober, my boy. And number two, bro, he was like legit. You know how DLS in that middle room, it has like a glass door? Bro, he was blowing his fucking cheeks on the fucking glass, just like drunk as fuck, making like goofy ass faces while we're recording, bro.
It was an experience.
Bro,
we
so,
learned.
like, I finished recording my piece, and then they got a pool table in there. I go play some
I
billiards.
don't think he's there no more, right?
And then
Pool
I
table?
think it's still there. Yeah, no, it's still there.
And
When we
Gio-
recorded, it was still there.
Gio tells
The
me,
entry, right?
he's like,
Yeah.
bro,
I think so.
tu carnal tan perrao. And I'm just like, yeah. Like,
That's why one of the reasons why you don't bring people to your recordings too, man. You don't want
But I
to
thought, I'm thinking Gio was going to behave.
we
we
I
learned.
told him, like, fucking Gio.
Y se aprende, se
you
aprende.
live and you
learned.
learn. You
We
live and you
learned.
learn.
I mean, like, oh. I mean, yeah, you learned over the years how to do your things, and
Yeah.
that's good, man.
I didn't think it was gonna be the result of that, you know.
Yeah.
I thought maybe a few beers. To
So is that the
loosen up.
second time he got out then or what?
Nah.
Nah, yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So that's the whole
Shorty comes
album. Shorty comes in. The album, the EP gets done. The Con las que te hicieron gets done.
We did a lot of things during that.
A year?
lapse.
A year.
Yeah. No, not in a year.
Yeah, we
It was like literally 8 months.
yeah.
Que me acordé.
We
Cuando
recorded
se
like
entró
4
Shorty.
singles or like 3 singles.
Con Shorty.
DLS recording.
And then I go to Texas because one of my tia passes away, and we're not gigging. And Willie goes and helps out Decibel.
Oh, I remember that too.
Yep.
Bum, 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 bum.
No.
See,
But what happens before you left again and you
Oh.
went to have Obrigada?
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I guess that's like let's bring it back like 8 months. Brigada breaks up and Arroyeros formed. But before I guess Arroyeros formed, Lalo and I don't know who else is trying to take Willie to Brigada. They're trying to take him, and like like obviously the people that are here in the group were here because we want to be here. And Willie kept like bringing up that why we didn't have contracts, like. Why didn't we each have a contract to stay in the group, to stay loyal? And in our heads, we're like, we don't need
That's
a contract.
fucking weird, man. In the 20 years I've been doing this, I never had a contract. Well, I mean, just
They tried to
mensajero.
put us in Mensajero, but we were like, nah.
Yeah, we never had a
So
contract.
we were like, I mean, your contract should be your palabra.
I mean, I was in
Right.
mensajero about 10
Your
years.
contract should be your fucking friendship, your
Yeah.
fucking loyalty.
Your word, yeah.
yeah.
Something for,
No me grites.
y pues,
Hey, Sal, now I gotta be careful.
Tíralo de
Sorry.
estos, güey, tíralo.
well, we had a couple instances where we stopped like playing because Celso obviously he went to the hospital, you know, so we took a break there.
Yeah.
And then COVID, like it kept shutting down everything, you know. So you had to stop playing. And I guess like Willie,
You're not walking out, bitch. Stay right
I
here.
got a dip, bro.
What you mean?
What do you mean?
Where you going?
Y luego.
Y luego, pues Willie was uncertain, you know. He's just like, yo, like Brigada's making me an offer. He wasn't sure, like, you know, what he wanted to do. But overall, like we convinced him to stay, you know, like it shouldn't have been.
Is he related to you guys?
He's related to Shorty, you know, but we started the project together. So the fact that like he always kept like insisting that why we didn't have contracts or like
That's weird.
like reasons to like almost
I don't
like
want
leave
to
a
talk
group.
about people's band, but does Decibel have contracts with the music?
I'm not sure, bro.
That's weird. I never seen that.
No,
Yeah.
because they were
So you're calling him out right now?
No, I mean like in the bands I've been at, it's just pretty much, hey, you're in.
Right.
You pretty much go try out, and then if you're in,
Usually in a band like that, usually the singers have contracts.
yeah,
Like
usually
two
the main
year
heads,
contract,
right?
yeah.
Like, because I mean, honestly, everybody else is.
Hey,
if you got a
yo
good
tengo
singer,
palabra.
everybody
Yeah,
else
yeah,
is pretty much switchable. You know?
Yeah.
You're
Hey, but then you left.
Y pues a Celso, pues I mean not just
Ya te
Celso.
vas?
I feel like all of
Your
us.
wife's calling you, no?
I feel like all of us we all kind of like not got upset at Willie, but we're just like what the hell? Like why would you even think about that? You know, why would you think about like leaving?
I mean, it's not like you guys were signing with a big record label.
Yeah,
at the
no,
time.
nothing. So obviously, like months passed and we kept jamming, and then pues me fui out Texas because my aunt passed away, and then we stopped playing. I think for like
Dude,
a
don't
week.
leave no more, man. I feel like every time you leave, something
Yes.
happens,
Yeah,
man.
pretty much.
Yes.
So like, pasó a week, like a week. Yeah, I guess like a week. I was
no more
gone.
vacation.
And then Willie's just like, hey, like I know when you get back we have this gig, but Decibel is asking me to go help him out.
So we're supposed to be more important.
Yeah, and I was just like, bro, I'm like, si hay tiempo and like it doesn't interfere with us, go ahead. Do whatever you gotta do, you know. But in my head, I'm just thinking, I'm like, man.
So wait, you guys had a gig, and he's like, "Hey, I got another gig with these guys."
Yes.
yeah, he wanted to get another gig como en Palmar. And I'm like, well, if it doesn't interfere with us, cool, like get it. But if it does, like tell him you can't. Like we're first.
So it was like 3 weeks of.
Yeah, you guys are priority. pretty
Yeah,
much.
we're priority.
Yeah. So it was basically 3 weeks of, can I do it? Can I not do it? Can I do it? Can I not do it? And we're like, So then,
But during that time, they were still starting también, no?
Who, no,
Yeah.
well, we started
Yeah.
around the same time, but this is like 2 years in already. Because
Okay.
Shorty was already back. And
Pero Decibel was a new band as
No,
well,
bro,
no?
we started at the same time.
Oh, you started at the same time?
Exact same time.
yes.
and yeah, pues a ellos también se les salían los
drummers.
los drummers and I think the saxophone players. Y pues I guess like Willie, I could already tell, bro. I was in Texas and I'm like, Willie's gonna fucking end up leaving. Like I already knew. So we got back and we played at Lechugas. Remember we played at the Privada.
We famous gig.
Yeah, we just played there
Yeah, I was
for his
gonna
family
say,
yesterday.
Just Saturday.
No, Saturday.
Saturday.
Shout out to Lechuga.
Yeah, shout out to Lechuga. And so
Cumbre Lechuga?
Edgar Lechuga,
Oh, okay.
the promoter. Well, he used to be a promoter for like he would do his events at like La Sierra Rancho Esperanza.
Mr. Lechuga from Dorado?
No.
No,
Yeah,
no,
they got the same name.
Yeah, they all have the last name
And
and the first name. Y pues, well, I got here, we jammed out or whatever, and like keep in mind we're gonna come back. Nosotros ya teníamos todo listo. I had money ready for an album, for sacos, for portadas. Like literally, we were about to invest like 12, 13K.
A lot of money.
We were about to invest like 12, 13K. And I got back and I already had that feeling from Willie. So after the gig, I told these guys, like, hey, like, I'm about to do all this shit. I'm like,
He
Who's
asked,
committed?
he,
I-
he
I-
asked the big question.
I asked a big question after a gig. I was just like, who's in? Because I'm about to invest all this money. And I already had like, I had that feeling, you know?
Yeah, that gut feeling.
I had that gut feeling, and Willie spoke up. He literally, like, once he like explained himself, that he like felt like a different way when he played with Decibel, which I don't blame him. You know, if he felt that connection with them,
Yeah.
like cool, you know. But we were about to invest, y a Celso, pues, Celso le cagó el palo, bro, because this wasn't the first time, you know, that he was indecisive of where he wanted to be.
Hey, but there was already, to be honest, there was already
Tension?
from previous.
Oh yeah,
Also-
No, there was, bro. There was like there was. You guys squashed it. There was the
we went to go play
Los Vaqueros.
Los Vaqueros.
But
the dudes.
Oh,
No, okay, explain that
you
one.
went to
Explain that
Reggaeton
one.
Extremo?
Yeah, no.
Explain it why.
Okay.
Explain it why.
Let me
though.
explain that.
to start all the way back, when Celso said he was going to leave Adrenalina, he said he was going to leave if we were going to do something right and if everybody was like down, you know, that he wasn't going to fuck around, and if people were going to fuck around, then he wasn't down.
Yeah. And Willie was there.
I don't blame him. Yeah. Everybody was there besides Shorty and Misa, obviously. But at the time, Celso made it clear that he was trying to do something professional and not fuck around. And somebody leaving the band, you know, it's just...
Yeah. Or bringing it up like 2-3 times in like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y pues we went to go play for Los Vaqueros.
Encuentro Vaquero.
And it was just a bad gig.
It was a bad gig. Like we had some bad experiences there.
We rode the boom, man.
No, la cosa que a mí se me dijo.
The real story is there was supposed to be a drum set there because Celso had gotten the gig. He spoke to the guy that was gonna put the sonido.
Was that at Herradura?
No. It was at
Private Rancho.
Yeah, it was some private event, and they literally told him like, "Oh, ahí va a estar el sonido, whatever." And there was gonna be a drum set there too.
Yeah.
What happened is that there wasn't a drum set, bro. And I don't blame Willie. Like, bro, he really couldn't play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pero para sacar un jale se puede, but not comfortably. You know what I mean?
Piggy played with a fucking accordion box, I think.
Bro,
Yeah, that's what we did that day.
Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah, Willie.
kickbox.
No lie, Willie. I still have the sticker to the day. Willie slapped the fucking sticker on my case and fucking hit the pedal on my accordion case.
Yeah, and you stick a mic inside or outside us, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
To get that sound.
You guys get that off YouTube or what?
I don't know. Piggy,
No,
we
on the
same
spot.
happened to us. We got to the gig. There was no drum set, and Piggy he's like, "Oh, we're just gonna use this box."
Well, even Shorty can attest to this because
luego,
Shorty
¿qué pasó?
también agarró contratos. Shorty agarró un contrato. No,
turn it around, man.
Shorty agarró contrato and obviously the power wasn't giving us the power we needed.
The juice.
Yeah,
Turn it around, man.
And he felt like shit, and I'm like, Shorty, look at me. He's like, what?
Drunk.
I'm like, hey, wait. They go, you're good, wait. It's not our fault. It's not your fault. It's the event's fault. Fucking chill, bro. No, nobody's fucking tripping on you. I'm like, no, mames, bro, I got it, wait. I'm like, no. It's okay, bro.
That was that wedding, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, Shorty, stop. And he fucking beat himself to death. And I'm like, hey, fucking chill with that shit, Ray. It's cool, bro. It's gonna happen.
It happens. I mean, I sang in the
You know, and
I sang in
felt
DJ
with
booths before.
I felt con Willie that day, como que se la tomó mucho conmigo. Even when we went to park, he's like, get the fuck out my way. I'm like, fuck you, bitch. I'm like, you get the fuck out my way. Like, we were talking, like, Asal was there.
Yeah.
We were talking heavy. I'm like, vete a la verga. Like, si no te pareció, vete a la verga. Like, we were pushing each other off.
Oh, at Coyotes?
No, like, on the
before.
parking lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
On the parking lot. Because I think I was on his way, or he was on my way. I'm like, ya me voy, quítate la verga. And he's like,
Ya me voy yo
fuck
también.
you, like that. He was like on some shit like that. I'm like, all right, cool. So you're right. We had some
There was
tension, but-
pero like you guys squashed it the next weekend,
Yeah.
whatever. But I mean, that shit was never like really
Fully squashed. So that shit was never fully squashed. And then when I asked him who's in or who's out before we invest all this money, well, Willie spoke up. Y Celso se la dejó caer like crazy. Like Willie like didn't even know what to like say.
He didn't know what hit him. Like the what
Yeah,
else?
he pues.
What really happened, and Celso can't explain it because he had walked away.
Yeah.
Pero Celso pretty much like bitched out Willie, which wasn't right because the only thing Willie ever said was, yeah, they keep telling me to go over there. Y el compa Celso, pues, se emperró, you know?
Me emperré? Okay.
This
Okay.
what really
Multiple.
Okay,
happened.
ahí te va.
Se emperró because he was like, man, we're not with that child shit no more. Like,
Right.
if they're offering you offers, like, everybody gets offers. Like, you know where you stand.
That's exactly what you said.
But
Yeah.
after that, Celso grabbed his fucking keys. We are just taking count that we already had finished the gig. Celso grabs his fucking keys and just dips. Y luego pasó lo mismo. El pinche teléfono, ¡zas! Llegó un pinche mensaje, un pinche paragraph, long
Better because
as
I was
fuck.
done with that shit because he had already done that. No me gustaba que nos estaba como amenazando. Like, oh, si no se va a hacer eso en este año, like, what the fuck you mean, dude?
Yeah.
Ya pasaron 8 meses and we've done a lot.
But we recorded the EP, Shorty. What do you had? The EP, the DLS,
Singles.
and we
Matching
did
suits.
Dude, we did the
Matching
suits.
suits.
We did a bunch of shit.
Matching boots.
Hold on.
No.
What
Not yet.
What made Willie really leave was the text message because we all stayed there, bro. And Willie never said, I'm leaving. He never said that.
No.
He just said, oh, they offered me like to go over there, this and that, you know. Celso se emperró y se fue. And it happened to be that we were still all there. And Junes got the text message. And it was like, oh, I'm done with this shit. I'm done with the band. I quit. It was Celso. He fucking quit. And Junes told everybody, like,
And that was the
tomorrow
mother?
we're having a meeting.
and Junes told us, like, hey,
That was the mother?
fucking Celso
Yeah.
said he's done. Like,
Not like that though.
like he's out.
Déjate explico.
And Willie, hold on. And then Willie said, well, that's the deal breaker. They offered me the contract, and if Celso's not going to be in the band,
I'm out.
we don't have a band, so I'm out too.
Okay. Ahí te va. Now we're gonna have an argument. Bola de putazos ahora sí.
Hey, tomorrow no va
No. Call off or whatever the fuck you gotta do. Ahí va.
Tomorrow no va a haber grupo.
Okay, ahí le va. Okay, that happened, right?
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah.
Saturday. I'm trying to rewind
Let
everything.
me remember the lie I was gonna say.
No. It's not a fucking lie. Hold on.
The
Say that again, say that again.
Facebook post.
Oh,
Yeah, I know you were going.
Yeah, there you go.
But let me explain.
You did a press conference?
Okay,
Let me explain what happened.
I said, okay, espérate. I said that to him. Boom. He said whatever. I quedaron. The Facebook post on the next day.
Monday. Hasta
It
el
was 2
Monday.
days later. But
Hasta
hold on,
Monday.
hold on. Can I explain before you?
No.
Right? No.
let me
Because
explain,
something happened.
I think I
something happened-
screenshot it, sent it to him.
Something happened, but yeah,
I'm
something.
pretty sure you did.
Something happened before you saw that post.
Okay.
I gathered everyone together, and I'm like, Celso's out. He says like he's done because
Yeah.
of like what happened, you know. And I told these guys, I'm like, we might have to look like for a fucking singer porque todavía tenemos jale, ¿sí
Right.
o no?
Yeah.
We still had jales.
Yo te dije, I'm done. Te acabas tus jales. Yes, I did.
Yeah, he.
No,
well,
Yo te acabo tus
yeah.
jales hasta tú quieras.
Yeah.
But I'm done. I'm not down for practices anymore.
Right.
That's exactly what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
down for
Right, right.
practices
You were down-
anymore.
yeah.
Pero si quieres que
Sí.
hasta donde te encuentres otro vato,
Right.
ahí estoy.
So then, literally, we're like, well, we're trying to fucking brainstorm. It's Saul wasn't there because
That was a Sunday. No, I was out. Yeah.
And then so like we're there and we're just talking about like what the fuck is like our possibilities, you know, like what the fuck we have to do. So then Willie's pretty much he's still giving us a speech whether he's in or out. And he pretty much told us that he's with Isabel, but then he took it upon himself to post that we were looking for a singer. Y es un puto
Oh, that shit. That's the one the cherry on top. I'm like,
Fuck yeah.
so who is the owner? Is it Willie or is it you, Junes? Junes is like, well,
Surprise, it's George.
Nah, but I can't have control over someone's like reaction, you know, like I can't
And that's what he
control-
said. He's like, I have no control. I'm like,
Yeah.
so
Hey,
you don't
but
have
he-
control on your own band?
But he took the post down after a while.
But
Once
that
we
was
found
my
the
angle with
singer.
him.
After it had 100 shares.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And all the screenshots.
And I
Hey,
told
no,
him,
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
bro,
After I
I'm like,
screenshot
you have
it.
no control of your own fucking band?
They took
Wait,
it down after I called up June and said, hey,
What really happened?
Ahí te va,
This is what really happened. Go
Where's the
in-
carnitas?
No, hey, for real. We're gonna blame it again on the comite. They said
Fuck
they messaged
You need a new
Celso.
posse, bro.
They messaged Celso like, hey, so you're out?
Para cancelar sus contratos.
Primo, you need a new posse. Okay. That's not what I'm saying.
So what? So he gets out then, right?
So Celso gets out, Willie gets out, but Celso's still helping us out. And so is Willie, right? Is Willie still helping us out?
I think Celso left to send
and
the
it's
text
fucking
message.
weird because they fucking both got out, but then they squashed their beef. And I'm like, y'all dumb as fuck.
Now they're all fucking hard in each other's poses.
Yeah, bro.
I see that
They're
shit.
hard at each other's
And I'm
posts.
just like,
I'm serious.
dude. And for me, looking like it fucking hurt me because obviously
You're on top of you're like
you want your cuadra, your
You're
original
the one
cuadra.
dando la cara and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and you want your quad like. Yo nunca me imaginé. Like, I thought we were all gonna retire. Like, in my happy, perfect world, we were all gonna retire together, you know?
Yeah.
And it didn't happen. It didn't happen that way.
Celso might retire a little bit earlier than you guys, but yeah.
But siempre me imaginaba we were all gonna stick
Yeah.
together. We were just gonna keep growing, you know? And obviously, like, Well, Celso was hurt, and I don't blame him, but he never really like he always said we kicked him out. To this day,
No, you did.
I always say that just to fuck with
around.
you guys. But yeah, I did walk out. I did walk out because yo te dije a ti, insecurities.
Sí.
Yo te dije, aquí I'm here to retire. I'm here to.
What is this, high
dude,
school?
I'm already done, dude. I'm already done. You guys are fucking 27, 28. Dude, I'm 10 years older than you guys are. So I feel like, no mames, like, otros pinches 10 años, I'm not going to look the same. And that's what I told you. Like, mientras yo me veo bien en el
You probably
escenario.
won't have hair.
Maybe, yeah. I have a tejana, though.
Yeah.
So you're telling me to join a norteño?
Yes.
Yes.
Véngase conmigo, primo.
Me voy a pintar
Ya
la
que ese
barba
pinche
también.
compadre, ese pinche compadre culo no quiso.
You okay?
And obviously,
This is
Celso,
about you, not me. Don't turn that around, man.
but Celso decided, to
He's
join Cascabel, and Willie
Oh,
was
I forgot you went to
Willie was happy with
Cascabel who?
with Especial because that's what he ultimately wanted. He wanted.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
With
I
a contract.
Yeah, with a contract. I told him as a principio because Willie, like his talent, bro, is like unmatched.
No,
Like,
he's good.
Honestamente, no. Willie's a superstar.
he's just gonna keep
honestly,
growing.
yeah.
And I told him as a principio, I'm like, yo, the day that you want to leave the group, like, I'm not gonna hold you back. Like, you're a
Yeah.
badass musician.
Yeah, I mean, I think you tell that to every musician. No nos vamos a tener
Hey,
aquí a la
Shorty, why you
fuerza,
mad,
you know?
bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Y pues desde ahorita pues se ve
Shorty looks like he's gonna quit
he's
tomorrow.
happy over there, you know.
Hey,
Like,
guys,
So is that where
Shorty's
Luis comes
writing
in?
a paragraph.
so Celso
Podcast.
Celso's still helping us out, and we bring in Alfredo.
Oh, you guys have somebody.
Rubí.
I brought in Alfredo.
Who's that?
Alfredo Corrales?
Thank you.
Okay,
Shout out, Alfredo.
okay. I brought in
Shout out to
Ese
Alfredo.
morro.
Who is that?
Alfredo Rubio.
We had.
I brought in Alfredo. Y
Aurora.
aquí mis compas, they didn't take it too lightly.
¿Quién es? Yo no.
Why? What happened?
I always had hope
what,
for him.
Now, so what really happened is nothing against Alfredo, but he's a brand new drummer. And to be honest, bro, I'm not gonna lie. What he has done in 1 year is
Phenomenal.
fucking phenomenal.
Oh, wait. That's your last drummer you had.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So
Wait.
did Celso kick him out or?
No.
Nah.
So what
That
happened?
fucker said I did.
So, no.
Technically, you bullied him out of the group.
All right,
You
but-
fucking
but
fucking
what really
fuck
happened
you.
is
Don't bring that shit up, bitch.
what really happened is that June's when he's the owner of the group, so at the end of the day he makes the calls. You know what I mean? But we had options. At least we could have looked for options.
Piggy didn't make it or what?
We didn't even, bro. We didn't look for like anyone else. June's just said, I know this guy.
Aquí está ya.
Yeah.
I know this guy. Y así va a ser. And we were like, all right, fuck it. At the end of the day, he's the owner of the group.
And I know he
Y
was
así
gonna
va a
put in
ser.
work.
But don't get me wrong. He was like, never been in a band, never played with anybody else, So, fresco.
Fresh out the boat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And,
The check was on the nerve.
The what?
The check.
bro, that, like I said, don't get me wrong. The shit that he did in 1 year is fucking
I mean,
No cualquiera lo hubiera hecho.
And I think sometimes you need that fire in your ass because I mean that kind of happened to me.
Yes.
All right. I mean,
You need a fire in your ass.
because when I first started, like in the first year, they gave me that, hey man, either you get better or you get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's exactly how I feel next to
and I was
Shorty
like, what the
sometimes.
fuck? And then see him put
But like you're the one that puts the fire in my ass. I'm like, hey bro, I
You eat
heard
his
you
ass?
singing and we did this part like this, but then it and the gig it sounded different. I'm like, oh fuck, yeah, right.
But to be honest, bro, like every time we have brought in somebody, I always say this, like if they can't bond with us and like outside of the group, like have a connection, I feel like they're just gonna get bored and leave. Because
True.
I mean,
So,
I probably it does happen to that in much smaller brands, but like for us, that we're 17 guys, we don't know how to talk.
You guys don't all talk?
but
Outside the band, no.
You know their names?
Which some of them. Yeah, I know that. But like
Hey,
me,
you, Chamon guy.
like me, for me, like
Tubero, ven pa' acá.
I make sure I'm comfortable with the guys I sing with.
Yeah.
But yeah, like with the rest of the bands,
That's-
yeah, like I say
but-
hi, handshake and shit.
but at the end of the day, like it's like the section that you're tight with, right?
yeah, my section, yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
like,
your
for
band.
us- yeah,
Right, that's
for
your
us,
singers.
it's like I guess
You
the
guys are
section has to be
diferente.
everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, like yo a él le echo carrilla al desgraciado. Me and Sal have a mutual respect.
Love and
like,
hate?
No, it's not a love and hate. It's a respect.
Yo no me llevo, güey.
Y no se lleva, y no es llevado, no.
No,
se-
yo,
no es
to be
llevado.
honest, not like that.
Y yo soy bien carrilla, pero with him, like, there's a little like,
They'll look at you and be like,
no, because I go fuck him up, I'm like, pinches out. O bien peinado, pero.
Yeah.
Pero that's me and Sal, though.
Yeah,
Pero
yeah.
me and Sal be like, hasta ahí llego.
No te pases de la raya.
Yeah, hasta ahí
That's
llego.
it. Yeah, yeah.
And me and Junes like, he's cool as fuck.
I wanted to fight this nigga.
I
And then
remember,
me and
I remember
Paquito-
that.
Me and Paquito somos los más borrachos, pues, aquí, low key.
June's like,
Bueno, aparte de Luis, pues.
So
June said like, it's either your comité or us.
Yo y Paquito.
the big dispute when Celso left was that everybody looked at me, bro, and they were like, "What the fuck? Celso only liked you. He never like really fucking hung out with us and shit like that." But I used to live out here pretty close to Celso. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
So-
you did, right?
Yeah, so
I
it was always me and him.
So I would come over here and like if we would practice, I would stay and I would have a couple beers
they do
or
butt stuff.
When you say a couple beers, was it like a 24 pack?
like
Nah, we have.
pa cada uno.
Yeah, yeah, bro. He has stayed. He has. Like we have jammed out like on some other non-band related shit. Y quedarnos aquí pedos.
Yeah. So point is we would bond and he wouldn't really bond. Well, not that he wouldn't bond, but to the same extent that he would with me, he wouldn't with anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because I would make time, you know?
Y yo nomás regaño.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, there has to be one of those in the band though, bro. To keep it,
Oh yeah.
keep it bien. Because like,
Yeah.
it has to be like that, bro. There's always somebody que va a jalar la rienda. You know, you try to like pull it a little, and then he's like, hey,
No,
no.
yeah. Dude,
it has to be
he
like-
has come out of my shit. Like, yo sí. Yo tomo lo de
Me-
usted.
And then I'm
I mean,
the weird
Y él me ha
guy,
dicho,
bro.
like,
Every
hey.
band needs that one weird guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, y él me ha dicho, hey,
Like I
so-
feel like a lot of bandas probably laugh or grupos laugh at the way they do it here, where they have like rules and
Those rules are good though.
and multas. I think it's a
It
good
feels
thing.
good.
Man. I think it's a good thing
feels
because
good. To me, like, dude.
because when you do that, I think you guys are all in that straight
Hey.
line, and then like we have a thing that if you go play and you get fucked up, that's half of your weekend pay. Not just that. So if we made over a stack, that
Write
means
that
you're
shit
getting half of that shit. And I seen it happen
I'm
when
gonna
I,
add that one.
when I'm like,
You should, bro.
I seen it happen, and I'm like, damn, no man, because you know the band's out there to put a good image of
Yeah,
the band.
yeah.
You know, you're not trying to be up there all fucked up.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, because I seen it with other guys, and I'm just like,
Ya te
What's the name of the owner of Potrillos?
they call him Chabelo.
Chabelo. I'm gonna tell Chabelo like, hey, take one of those breathalyzers.
Breathalyzers.
El que se pase del nivel, quítele todo el pinche cheque. Fuck
I mean,
it.
like they have told me before, like, hey man, you know, at this weekend you were kind of drinking too much, and I'm like, all right, I'll slow down. But like there's been guys
They give you a
But
warning.
he does this to us. Like even Sal. Sal does not drink. Like everybody could drink.
Nah, to quote, he does.
No, everybody could drink, but
Most
Sal
times,
will
no.
drink one beer out of 5 you'll drink.
out of the 20 you guys already drank.
Yeah, no, hell yeah. And
He'll drink
a él
the
sí,
saliva
él
off
sí
the
le toca un
bottom.
regaño bien
The
chingón, bro.
saliva off of the 24.
Oh, man.
He's drinking
Él
chamoy
sí-
off the tip.
Él sí te puede decir, hey, te pasaste de verga. Y así te lo
Yeah.
va a decir. Te pasaste de verga ayer.
And then this,
Hey, but
there
you need
always has to be
somebody.
that-
Like, you need somebody like that.
And Sal's always been like that.
and then you need that
But then-
person that everybody listens to, like, hey, he's
Yeah.
right, you know, like.
Sal puts it in a nice way.
Yeah, no, he does.
I do put it in a nice way.
Yeah. Pero
And
ya
then-
llega June, so I'm like, ah, shit.
Ya van 2 pinches fines de semana que se pasan de
Cuídense, hijos de la verga, porque están cantando para la
Hey.
verga. I'm like, oh, shit.
Nah, he puts it in a nice way. He's like, keep that shit up. Les va a dar pinches cirrosis, cabrón.
No, sí. Sal tiene una manera de decírtelo chingona.
Yeah.
No,
And
pero
he's not a drinker, though. He's not a drinker que te le dice, hey, prima noche como que se pasó de verga. Like, oh, shit.
No, and it's good he tells me even in between gigs, because I'm
Yeah.
like Chabelo will be like, hey,
Bájale.
Yeah.
because he's always
Sal.
next to me. Because I'm like,
Next time you see me.
I'm like
Hey,
playing.
this weekend I was good. I was so proud of myself.
And it, like I turn around sometimes and I'm like this because I got all these drinks. And he's all like, he looks at
Es
me
que
and I'm
eres de
like,
guerrero.
I
compa.
put him down.
Son
I'm
para
just drinking, like, oh.
nosotros.
And then you know, most of the time people come up and bring it, and you don't want to like be bogus because they wasted $10 on a drink, and you're like,
Bro,
fuck.
you know
you
who
kind
I-
of drink off of it a little.
You know
and
who
put-
I hate in the band that doesn't look drunk all the time, but I know they're drunk? That kid right there.
El
It's the
chori.
hair, bro.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck he do. And he'll be like, he's playing, right? He's jamming. Boom, boom, boom.
I think it's he's taking out in the saliva, bro.
And then
on the
all
saxophone.
of a sudden I'm like, Shorty, you okay? I'm fucked up. I'm a little fucked up. A la verga. How are you that fucked up? He's like, I don't know, bro. I don't remember what the fuck happened at the gate. Damn, but he don't look like that. He looks like, and he keeps the profesionalismo there.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
That's the way you got to do. Well, I mean, there's some that can play it off a little more, and some that
My
can't.
boy right there.
So now after all this drama, you guys are finally good. You guys got Luis now.
Yeah. No, we got Luis, mi compa Luis. Honestly,
Luis came in when you were in COVID, no? Or-
Yeah,
Nah, when he was
came
When
gone.
he left.
When he left.
I left.
When he was with Cascabel.
Yeah, estaba con
¿Cascabel who?
Cascabel y
With Cascabrava.
y
So how long has Luis been in the
I never
band?
heard of
already?
them.
Ya
A,
van año,
a little over a year now.
Año?
año y meses.
Misses.
So how do you feel with your section, bro? Like,
I like him. Honestly,
It was a rocky start.
he it was a rocky start because los Mejias had tendencies to talk shit.
They stirred up the pot.
They
Yeah.
were trying to start the beef.
Nah,
is that another posse?
no.
Nah, it's because we told them.
Oh, that's you guys.
Yeah, nah, we told Luis, like, yo, like, you know, Celso.
I'm a
used to
little
be-
cocky about my shit.
Yeah, Celso was, you know, he's confident.
Diva.
No, I am. Pero
I mean, every singer
que
has a little diva.
vocalista no tiene que ser así.
Yeah. That's what I
And
said. I mean, every singer has a little diva in them, you know.
Yeah, so yo le digo, es como le digo a ustedes. Me subo al escenario, I'm another fucking person.
You turn it on.
Oh, dude. I'm a fucking.
You got to learn how to turn it on stage and turn it off. Me, I'm the kind of motherfucker that I'm on stage, I'm all friendly and everything, and I get off stage, I'm like, man, I don't fucking know you.
I'm fucking diva as fuck.
Like that post I posted, like on
A mí
stage,
me
I'm
gusta que me
somebody
vean, a
else.
mí me gusta que me pidan canciones, a mí me gusta que dude, like this weekend I showed up and I was like, oh, every that one, I'm like, what the fuck? Hell
That
yeah.
they were asking us for, yeah. That was
I was
nice
like,
of them.
hell yeah. They go, hold on, let me go get my boss so you can hear this shit. So I get Jules and I get Jules like, tú también una canción, bro. Which one, bro? Like, oh, every day I'm on. I'm like, all right, cool. Oh, it's in there. I'm like,
Pero
all
que la
right,
cante Luis.
Que la cante Misa.
No me dejaron cantarla otra vez, man. I wanted to
They
sing that
cut
song.
you
but
off,
they
right?
cut me
Yeah,
off,
they
man.
cut you off.
No,
En la sierra.
they were conning you in, bitch.
Así pa' que, no.
Anyway,
Bro, this has been a really good pod, man. Like, it's been
you have not talked.
no, because
quiet.
we're listening to.
Mi compa's taking it all in.
Yeah, I mean it's like a brand new band that you guys started off by.
Mira, Shorty.
Yeah, right?
Mira, Shorty.
by
Ya
you
lo
know,
pusieron pedo.
by different guys that
right?
came in y el último se quedaron como están y hopefully you guys como están ahorita
You continue.
continue, not only
Our goal is to
as a
bring Misa in.
band, but as
Right?
as friends también,
I think you guys have a good team, man. Like, you guys ya se encontraron su modo.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like to
We're
deal
just
with
like
each other.
growing.
And then how long you guys had with this core you guys got right now?
With
the drummer.
Año.
Well, with Celso,
Going on 3
No, I mean the
years
drummer
already.
just came in. You said no.
The drummer just got here.
yeah, Fabian just came in. Shout out to him. We've been knowing him for a couple of years.
And we're still molding him.
He's gonna get really solid.
He's
bro.
experienced though.
He's
He's
really
experienced, but like we need to mold him as the way we want
Your
it.
style.
We want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
style.
everybody, even though it's norteño con sax, every band has their style. You know,
Yeah.
like everybody has their, just like banda, it's all the same instruments, but everybody has their touch, their style, and
what they're looking for.
yeah, you gotta, and then that's why you go through tryouts, and then you get that one that fits your mold, and then you kind of mold that
More.
mold them more to your style and stuff, and then I think that's where everything that's out there.
Yeah.
And it takes years, man. Like I said, with the guys I'm singing with, it took me probably like a year and a half to get to, like, hey, I know when he's gonna come in, when he's gonna stop, and cuando va a respirar, this and
Te
that.
tienes que encontrar con ellos.
Yeah. And then they have to have también tienen que darte, like, adapt to you, and you gotta adapt to them, and then I feel like you
Learn
guys
your
right
place es más que nada. El vocalista es learning places. Tú eres segunda, eres primera. Te acomodas aquí, te acomodas allá. Learning your places, bro. Well, like, como yo, Misa, like, dude, we were singing for like 7 years together. Y apenas echamos karaoke, ¿te acuerdas?
Oh yeah.
Echamos karaoke, and I'm like, hey, bro, let me see si puedo segundear todavía. Switch. And he looks at me like, all right, fuck it, let's go. We switch. I'm like, damn. I kind of still got
And then
it.
I'm like, hey,
that.
you suck. Really switch again.
Let's switch back again. But yeah, like, dude, we sang songs like, que no mames, like we switch on and off, and I'm like, no mames. There's vocalistas que like compa Sal, ha sido uno de los vocalistas like, era nuevo en la segunda, pero like, I'm like, it sound like we gotta sound sync. It has to sound like this.
and that doesn't No, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes
No, it doesn't.
time.
No, it takes
Sometimes
a
it
long
can
time.
take years, you know?
Dude, I compare the grabaciones que hacíamos antes to now. I'm like,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
just no mames, like, yeah. Oh, that's what I
Ahí
want.
va.
That's
Poquito,
that's what
poquito.
I-
And then, like for the new musicians, you can't get desperate. It doesn't happen overnight. It's something that takes years.
Yeah.
Sometimes it never happens because sometimes two músicos
It
have.
doesn't click. It doesn't click.
They don't click it.
Ahí está compa Frankie. Frankie's been all over. Y el último ir a secta.
But
dude.
Frankie wasn't the problem. It was his musicians.
Yeah, pero he needed to find a click.
Yeah.
He needed to find
He
a
has
click.
that
Y
quality
ahorita,
right now.
ahorita está secta, dude. Running what? 4 or 5 years maybe now.
They're running shit.
Yeah.
I think around like our time, yeah.
Right?
A little bit
Yeah,
before us,
right. 4
maybe
years,
4
no?
years,
So,
maybe.
fíjate. ¿Cuánto
Jala.
tiempo no le tomó? ¿Cuántos grupos no le tomó?
Yeah.
You know? So,
Jala.
digo,
Go by them. Come over here.
ya está pedo.
So when does what does what does Deriva have in the plans for? Let's go 5 years from now.
You know, a couple photo shoots. So Celso's actually in the portada.
Yeah.
You know,
I was promised que en January iba a estar en la portada.
Put him in the sun or something,
I'm
bro.
not en la portada.
We're just gonna draw him like a stick figure and stuff.
Ya me dieron
Le
el
ponen
cuerpo
la
de
feather.
Shorty.
Make sure you
Me
put
dieron
that
el cuerpo
feather.
de Shorty. Pinche Shorty se más flaco.
So you guys got any projects coming up or?
Any live recording?
Yeah, we do, but we're not going to say it.
I mean, you're saying yes or no.
Yeah, yeah.
No, yeah, we want to record. Like, I think this is the year where we're gonna release a lot of content.
That's good, man.
Pick up where we left off.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot of plans.
Because I think because nowadays, because of the content you got, is where you make your more money. You know, like
Yeah.
people always call you like, "Hey, y tienen video on YouTube, on Facebook," and then you're like, "Yeah, here's the link." You know, and then when you got something that looks professional, even though it's live, you know.
Yeah, a lot of
good,
people compliment us from like other groups
Yes.
that our videos are good, and the fact that we're always like wearing outfits. Like in camisas, I think we have like
1,000.
14 different
Chingo,
shirts,
yeah.
and we just invested in new sacos. So like
That's badass.
we're gonna have a lot of
Way to get
different
sexy,
sacos
my
this
boy.
year. Yeah, nomás, we're just waiting for them to get here so we can go take the pictures.
Nice. That's badass, man.
Well,
Well, man,
Shout out all your social media, man. Like you got YouTube,
You can
Facebook,
find us
MySpace.
on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat,
Snapchat.
when it's not deactivated.
TikTok.
TikTok.
Well, we're not selling drugs.
Yeah, we're not.
Who got banned?
We got banned.
Boy, right there. Selling drugs and shit. Oh, yeah, that looks good.
Everybody
Memory.
can find you guys as Grupo Deriva or
Yeah, you guys can find us as Grupo La Deriva. Pretty much.
Grupo
It
La
should come
Deriva.
up. Yeah,
and who do they contact for?
right
Gig
here, this
information.
guy.
Can they,
Call me after 3 when I'm not working.
We got 3 minutes.
can they add you on your
Yeah, I got
personal
you.
on your personal Facebook or what?
Yeah,
Give the,
all of us.
The phone number, bro.
I should write 331-223-5214.
331 is suburbs, people.
Yeah, we're not
Suburbs.
from Chicago. So if y'all get that distance price, y'all know why.
Use my code,
Long
Celso Skinny.
distance calling.
10%
For 10% discount.
10% discount on audio.
and a free DJ. Free DJ.
No. Free luces.
People putting his phone on Spotify and shit without commercials.
Bueno, mi gente, espero que se hayan pasado bien chingón aquí con mis compañeros, Grupo La Deriva. Honestamente, unos musicazos bien chingones de mi experiencia, de mi edad, a la edad que yo tengo, a los muchachos que tengo al lado de mí. Yo me siento bien joven y le agradezco a ellos desde el fondo del corazón que me siguen haciéndome sentir de esta manera. Y pues, más que nada, pues que gracias muchachos por venir aquí a mi podcast. Honestamente, les agradezco. Una pinche charla bien chingona, bro. Honestamente, no esperaba que fuera tan extensa como 3 horas y media. Pero honestamente, les agradezco que hayan venido. Comieron carnitas. Ahorita vamos a comer otra vez because I'm fucking hungry.
Un cevichón.
So, honestamente, les agradezco, señores y señores. Ahí mi compa Miso.
Saludos. Now,
Compa Pao.
thank you for coming, man. Hope you guys come back again. When you guys release new music, new album, whatever, just let us know or just let Celso so we can come out and
Featuring Misael.
yeah.
Sure.
If you guys want to, no, forget them. You can feature me. Just let me know.
Compa Pao.
Hey man, no, thank you guys for coming out, man. The core you guys got right now is a good core. I like it. I mean, hopefully you guys keep going at it. No more no
Changes.
more piedras en el camino.
I just can't take vacation.
You
cannot,
it looks like
you
you can't
cannot,
take
you
vacations,
cannot.
bro. But I mean, sometimes you need it, bro. Sometimes you need.
Bro, this whole year.
Sometimes you need to
step.
step-
What you mean?
Sometimes you need to
real.
step away from the
Oh,
everyday
congrats,
thing,
man! You got
yeah.
married this year, right? This past year.
Yeah,
Congrats.
thank you.
And it gets harder, bro. It gets harder. Just so you know, it gets harder.
Espérate when you get the twins.
And it gets hard because then it's not just you, but you know if you got a comprehensive wife, then you know it's a little easier. But you know it's
Así me
hard.
cause you know you've
Yeah, no, I have a good wife, and more than anything, well, I have a good team right here. You know.
It's good, man. And I wish you guys nothing but the best, man. Keep on dropping content and keep on doing you guys, man. You know,
shout out your members that didn't come.
Luis Martinez.
Jose Luis Martin.
Jose Luis Martinez, actually.
Jose
El
Martinez.
tocayo.
Un último shout out por ahí.
Otro,
Un último shout out.
un shout out para Favin también que no quiso venir. Pero,
Shout out to
Okay,
Faye.
pedo, no pedo.
Hey, we also never gave a shout out to Heriberto, so shout out to Heriberto. man.
Yeah, we did. We
mentioned-
spoke about.
yeah,
We spoke about him.
Nunca llegaron las
But we
carnitas.
never gave him a shout out, so yeah.
Faltan las carnitas, Heriberto.
Ahí está.
Shout out to Heriberto.
Yo las
'cause-
traje
Ah, sí.
porque estaban chingando con mi guerrerito. Ahí mi compa Sal.
No, pues shout out to my wife. I mean, that's
Your kids.
who
Your
the
kids. I
kids,
love
my
your
two,
kids, man. They're
Teddy
always
and
on Snapchat,
Lincoln.
man.
I did say I
Yeah.
was gonna give my boo thing a shout out to. Shout
Oh,
out.
yeah, yeah.
Saying FBO. There you go.
Yeah,
Te amo,
shout
digo.
out to
Te
the
amo.
family who lets shout out to my dad because without
Obviously,
him music
yeah,
wouldn't be a thing. So.
Shout out to my boy Misa right here recording us on
Mi
Snapchat.
compa Chuns.
También un shout out para, dice mi compa
Paquito,
Sal
paquito, paquito.
y mi compa Shorty que para la butang, para el amor.
Ay,
Ah, la chingada.
Que,
Mi
que,
compa
ma-
Chuns.
que mañana también es el día
Oh,
del
no,
amor.
no, sí, mañana
Yeah.
salimos en la está.
es más, ya es.
Yeah,
Ya es.
Fuck.
Ahorita vamos a hacer el amor todos nosotros.
And make sure you go buy your flowers, guys.
Yeah, send
Vamos,
that
bye.
text.
Oh, yeah. Mi compa Chuns.
Oh, well, shout
Patrón.
Already put the order in.
shout out to you guys, all of you. Thank you for having us here.
Yeah, man.
The great team that I have, my wife.
If you guys
the
need a
people-
percussionist, let me know.
all the people that support us. I know we've been lacking with releasing
Yes.
new content, but it's coming. It's
I
coming.
am. I did talk shit. I did talk shit with mi compa Junes. Because cuando yo estaba, había recordings, había live recordings, había everything.
I mean, you
And
guys-
know Shorty.
You guys are capable of doing your own live
yeah,
recordings.
no,
though,
but yeah,
so-
yeah. That's what we. Es como le dije a mi compa Shorty.
Yeah.
We have the capabilities to do everything in home.
We've slowed down, but I know we're gonna.
We're gonna come back hard. And como les digo, les agradezco por venir. Good chat, bro. Good beers. Les agradezco.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bueno, señoras y señores, nosotros somos
Los Calentanos Podcast.
Shout out to Piggy.